Hello, everybody. Greetings to you. Greetings, everyone. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you guys can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I'll appreciate it. Let me know if you can hear me. Hmm. Oh, all of us know what they happen today now, so it's not news, not news at all. So but the funny thing is that I don't see any celebration. I don't see party. I don't see people celebrating, dancing, and all of. Well, I saw. I think was it Reno Mokri. I saw a video of him dancing. Man, that man is jobless. So the only thing that man does is to critique or support whichever one will pay money in his pocket. Ah, God, I beg you, person papa, person uncle, na person relative be that one. Anywhere belle face, kai, it's such a shame though. um Anyhow, see, um Nigerians, you cannot give up on your country. Oh, you only have one country regardless of what's going on. For me personally, I am saying all the southerners, Niger Delta, everybody supposed to dey form alliances now. Left to me, I mean, hey, wetin I know, small me, that's what needs to be happening. Because anybody who paid attention to everything that's happened from last year till now will realize that these people don't have any good intentions for Nigerians at all. I dey laugh, you see dis pipu wey dem dey celebrate, agbado pipu, Emilokans, when dey celebrate, I just dey laugh because e go touch everybody. No understand, the same pipu wey dey happy now dey say yes, agbado won, Peter Obi, Agbado came through, he won, he's really the stronger one. I just dey laugh because na here we go dey collect boku tears, ocean of tears, rivers of tears. I don already um dig hole for where I go to collect all the tears wey go dey come. People think say this election na because na my brother, na my sister. I no know Peter Obi from Adam. Peter Obi no know me. I no even kukuma come be Igbo. You no understand? The fight wey me dey fight na make e good for everybody. No good roads, no electricity, children no dey go school. Even the school dem go frustrate dem. Strike, lecturers go strike, dem go dey use students as bargaining chips. Dem go strike, stay for house 1 month. Den wen I mean, wetin I dey talk 1 month, months, den maybe they'll come pay them, they'll come reluctantly go back to work. Then a couple of months later they go on strike again because they are looking for more money. How many times your labor union don come out say I want to go on strike, I want to go on strike? They go do closed door meeting, they go stop to the strike. When they're supposed to dey hear their voice pass, they no dey hear their voice. The fight wey we dey fight na make e good for everybody, every religion. Wetin concern agbero with overload? um I saw this thing trending on Twitter saying do not invest in Lagos. I second that. Everybody should go to where they come from to go and develop and create jobs for their people, if that's what you want to do. Because I know a lot of people that say no, forget it, Nigeria never. You understand? And I support it. If you don't want to, that's okay. For those who, that's the only choice they have, is to go back home and do something. Go to your place. Go to your place and create the jobs and opportunities. Why are you creating jobs and opportunities for people that don't value you in the first place? People that have made it known to you that they only care about themselves. They only care. Everybody, people are here, even on TikTok, on certain social media platforms. People are saying, yes, it's our own that is there. Yes, whether it's bad or not, he's the one there. He's our own. He's our brother. I laugh. I laugh because you see that the funny part of it is that this person does not give a hoot about you. The people that they paid to come and do as if they are celebrating, and bought t-shirt for. Guess what? They collected what they had to give them and they left because they are hungry. They are all hungry. They went to the venue of the place where they said they should show up and come and start singing and dancing. They collected what they had for them and they left. Is that what people are excited about? Me, you know, the funny thing is that it's not me you are doing, no. You understand? My life is okay. I have 24/7 electricity, I have water, I'm living a good life. I'm not, you understand? So it's not even about, I don't know who Peter Obi is. I never, never, the only time I saw him was when he came to California, and I even did not even nothing like, oh, it's for the greater good, it's for every region to thrive. That's what we're fighting for. You think you're doing me by being happy and telling me that yes, your man won? I'm happy for you. That's who you call your man. Hey, I wouldn't want to be you, but I'm happy. But guess what? He remains not my president. Never. Not now, not ever. He can never be. You understand? And a million more people do not support him. So how do you intend for that kind of presidency to thrive? You people don't know what's going to come in the upcoming days. You have guys have no idea. You have no idea what is coming. Oh my God. You have no idea. Hey, Misty, welcome. Greetings. Misty, please let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure the audio is good. Thank you, sis. You know, you guys think you're doing somebody. Yeah, it's my brother that won. Yes, our local. Yeah, Emilokans. Yes, it's my brother. I pity you people, honestly. Now laugh at the laugh. Because the suffer when they happen, guess what? Now they affect pass. Fulani people have taken over the most of the south, most of the western states, decimating your people up and down. People are laughing, clapping. Oh my God. Thank you very much, Eunice. Decimating your people, left, right, and center. Violating you can't even practice your traditional religion anymore. They're shutting you down. You are laughing, you are happy, dancing. You think it's me you are doing. Most of the people that are pushing and supporting Peter Obi, they're not connected to him. Most of us are not Igbo. But we saw someone who has good intentions of everyone, and he proves it. You are celebrating over a thief, someone that stole something that belongs to someone. You are celebrating. You are saying yes, he won. You are talking about. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, all the supporters of Agbado, oh, it's a strategy. It's a strategy of lies, of thievery." Is that the strategy you guys were boasting on? What I want to say is that all those people that supported Agbado, that live in the diaspora, go back to the Nigeria that you have built now. Your strategist is in office right now. How about moving your stuff, going back, because they're sure going to need your dollars, They're going to need your foreign exchange. Go back there and invest. After all, it's your man that is there now. So you understand. You can go back and go and kick back with him and relax. You people should go and enjoy the president that you voted for. Hey, highly favored, welcome. Oh, yeah, democracy died in Nigeria today. Yep, he died. He was decimated on the altar of the judiciary. If you're a lawyer in Nigeria, I'm so sorry to say this, but please rip your gown and your wigs and throw it away. It's embarrassing. A judiciary body that is supposed to fight for the rights of people, of the common man. Where does the common man go to now? Where would the common man go to when they're seeking redress from the same powerful people? Where do they go to, please? Who will listen to them? Who will hear them now? That's my question. Because clearly they've made it very clear now that what they are doing is for themselves, is for the elites. So if it doesn't favor them, they will turn it on its head. Do you understand where we're going with this? You people are warming up. You are dancing to evil that you're claiming is your brother. Yeah, that's okay. And you know the sad part of it? You guys claim to be Christians. Yeah, you see where religion is a problem? The same people claim to. Do you hear one of your pastors is building a massive church again in Ogun State? Meanwhile, people don't have jobs. There are no factories, nothing. This person is building a massive church, and his son has left his church to go and start his own church. Church is money making business for these people, a quick way to launder money. They will tell you, close your eyes, pray, it's time for offering time, seed money. You people will be giving them money to enrich themselves, and when they get there, they will now step all over you, march you to the ground. Now sit down, look, na im be monkey business. We are here, we will be watching you people. We will be here when you people start crying premium tears. We'll be here. Shebi Asari Dokubo has come out lately, and he was saying how he noticed that Emilokans is only selecting Yoruba people in positions. The same man, oh, that he uses stock that he hires. Anytime he wants to protest, he will be, when they went to the court, he sent his boys. The same man is complaining that is only Yoruba people. Oh, so he sees it. It's only the West that exists in Nigeria. Every other tribe does not exist. And you people are happy. You are celebrating that, yes, your man won in court today. I pity you now. I pity you now. Una dey send me message, dey tell me say, una dey tell me say good for me. Hey, una dey tell me say good for me. Una dey threa ten una papa and una mama say me no fit come Nigeria. Oh God, I laugh. Oh, no be una fault, na judiciary. Dem don show say na money na im matter to dem, their belle na im matter to dem. Great grandfathers and grandfathers eating up their seeds for a living. We are witnessing the abomination right in front of us, and you are sending me threats in my email to me. E be like say you no know who I be. They never play my cassette for you. The question I want make you ask yourself, you go fit catch wind, you fit hold wind for your hand, say yes, I've caught wind. Oh my goodness, una no know where I come from. Una think say na ordinary person na im dey talk to una. Na before una do anything, don dey happen for una yard. E be like say una no know wetin dey happen. You see this evil wey una carry put for body, una wear am like agbada. Una never know the suffering that is coming. No be prophecy, it is already playing out. The things wey go dey happen, una go open mouth, una no go anything, nothing go come out of am. Una go look for tears, una no go see. Una go look for tears, you guys will not see. Emilokans, Agbadorians, hey, you people should be getting ready. You people don't know. You think that those of us that come out and stand on the truth, easy for you, you tag us as IPOB. There was no tag you did not put on us. We are IPOB, we are this, we are that, we are fascists, there was nothing you did not say. But you guys are the ones who are the fascists. Now you practice a feudal system of government on top of kakistocracy, on top of cultism, because you're all in a cult, including the lawyers that made it. You guys are all one in a cult. You guys are practicing your evil. Nigeria is your land where you people are practicing the evil. The rest people can go and sit on a high fence because it is your brother, it is your tribesman that is there. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Enjoy the meal that you have prepared for yourself. Enjoy it. But if you think that, oh, we are the ones that we go dey look am now, we go dey here. Me, I know dey suffer. I get 24/7 electricity, I get water. Any food when I wan eat now, I dey eat. Anywhere I wan go, I go fit go. I fit wake up middle of night now waka, nothing go happen to me. Can you say the same? Can you boast of the same? There's no guarantee that you step out of your house and you will come back in one piece. There's no guarantee. All you guys have is threats. I don't know who you people think you can threaten. I don't understand. You have not even been, you guys have not been able to fix your own lives. You've not been able to put your lives together. You are threatening other people. You don't even know who these people are that you are threatening. You think it's easy to just threaten people like that? Now, mouth today. You think that people who come out and speak the truth, right? You think that everybody that comes out to speak the truth is lily livered. It takes guts to stand on the truth. In case you don't know, it takes guts. Not everybody can do it. We've all seen people they're chickening out. People when they support Peter Obiora, they know they show their color now. Some of them when they claim, say, oh, we are supporting, they have switched sides. Because guess what? They're like, let me go and join these people. How can oil and water mix? It's not possible. It's either you already had that evil in you, you were just waiting for an opportune time. There's no way oil and water can ever mix. Never. Eh? Never. Hey, you people should let me know if you can hear this video. Welcome, Temi. Temi, welcome. Oh, sorry. I dey talk. Let me see if I can share this video. And you guys let me know if you can hear the video, okay? Let me see. Can you see the video that I'm displaying right now? This is very important. Let me know if you can see the video. Can I get a yes? Yes, if you can see the video. Let me just play it. I'm trusting that you guys can hear it, but let me just play it.
This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. I know some of you have been expecting to hear from me since the judgment that was delivered at the apex court, and that is the Supreme Court. I need to just speak with you, but before we go on, I actually wrote something here that I'm going to take time to gently read, because I know a lot of you are disappointed, you're sad, you don't actually know what to do, what to say, because of what the judiciary has done. As it's been said that the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. But today, democracy has been raped. But then, I want to encourage you, please go ahead and share the link with as many people as you can so that they can join us in this broadcast. We need to talk. And I'm just going to share my heart with you. But I really want to appreciate those of you that have been following me. It's over 1 year now that I've been doing this broadcast. And I'm not somebody that is into politics, and I'm not a politician, and I don't intend to be one. I'm a man of God, and I felt a calling to do this since last year. I don't know Peter Obi personally. I'm not a member of Labour Party, and I'm not doing this for any political party. I'm doing this because of my conviction and the belief that I have all my desire to see the birth of a new Nigeria. And I know Nigeria, the new Nigeria that many of us dream to see, but I believe it will still be born. So please go ahead and share this link with as many people as you can. And do let me know where you're watching me from, whether from Nigeria or other parts of Africa or in other parts of the world. Let me know. As I said, this is my first broadcast after the judgment was delivered by the apex court. And days ago, if not weeks, I've been saying, and I guess others too have been saying, that they don't trust the current judicial or the judiciary of Nigeria, because the three arms of government, the executive, the legislative arm, and the judiciary arm, have teamed up and ganged up against Nigerians. And it's so pathetic, and it's so sad, so painful to see the abuse of justice. People that are in their either late 60s, some of them are in my age bracket, and I'm 67, and soon to be 68, and some of them are in their 70s, soon to retire. But see the way they thwarted justice, always using technicalities. And that's how corrupt, weak judges always do. They are quick in running to judge cases using technicalities. And so, as we deliberate, and just reflect after the judgment, I have something that I've written here, and I really want to take time to read it. I'll try my best not to go off the note. Today, the 26th of October, the Supreme Court has finally shown the Nigerians and the rest of the world that the judiciary arm of government has, by her ruling this day, helped to legalize criminality, whether they know it or not, but by implication, that's what they did today. Crime is relative, according to them, by the way they judge, and by the way many of the Nigerian judges judge. You are only guilty when you can afford to pay the fee demanded by the judges that are sitting on your case. Crime is relative, according to them. Justice in Nigeria is reserved for the highest bidder. That means the more money you have, the more you are guaranteed justice. It's not whether you have a valid case. You can bring all the evidences that will say they are not evidences, like we saw during the tribunal. And what the Supreme Court just did was to uphold the judgment. In fact, they even made it so quick as they did not even wait, because the Tinubu was so scared. This person, the lead judge on this case, actually told Tinubu that, if you don't want to lose with this thing coming from the FBI, we have to quickly deliver this judgment. And quickly they wrote, and in fact, I believe they wrote it before this day. That's why they already did it. So the 7-man panel of judges who dismissed the Atiku and Obi case for lacking merit have, by their action today, proved to some of us, by what they did today, they have proved some of us right, who have said that the Nigerian judiciary is corrupt and can never be trusted. They dismissed the case on the ground of lack of merit, which is what many judges do when they have received bribe and they want to judge in favor of the one who gave the bribe. Only the 7 judges know what they mean by lacking merit. Many of us were waiting to see what they would say as what is really the merit of the case. The lead judge, Ian Okoro, and other 6 judges sitting on the case unanimously agreed that the case is dismissed for lack of merit. They, by their judgment today, have said, that means by their judgment today, they have basically said forgery is not a crime. Number 2, number 1, let me do that again. Number 1, by their judgment, they are saying forgery is not a crime if the petition is filed late or you did not file it earlier, but the Constitution says otherwise, that if there's a valid reason where you can bring something, another thing that you consider will help concerning your case, you can bring it. But they said that it's not admissible. Number 2, by their judgment today, they have made us to see that the Constitution of Nigeria carries many faces and interpretation and can be made to say whatever a judge wants it to say. So the judges who make the Constitution say whatever they want to say. Whatever is the judgment they want to declare, they will just twist the Constitution to say that very thing. And since, especially with the Supreme Court, since they're the last court in the land, you can do nothing and say nothing. There's no other court to appeal to. This is the last court. So that's why people have to just accept. Okay. Number 3, by their judgment, they have said the INEC guidelines are no longer necessary for future election, for determining the conduct of election, and that the electoral commission can do anything they want, because that is not what matters, because that's what happened during the 2023 election. Number 4, by their judgment, they have said drug lords and drug barons can rise to the highest position in the land, which is the position of presidency or any other position, if the person can afford to pay the judges so that they can judge in his or her favor. Number 5, they have, by their judgment, have said a crook, a cheat, a liar, and a person who has committed perjury can become president of Nigeria if he or she can bribe the judges to judge in his or her favor. Serious. I told you I decided to write this so that I can coordinate my point and not just rattle and talk, because I know a lot of you are in pain and you want to know what is the way forward. Dr. Haruna, you've been speaking to us now over 1 year. What do you have to say with the current thing that has just happened? Since the judiciary has joined forces with the executive to fight against Nigerians, Nigerians are left with no option but to stand and fight for their own rights. That does not have to be with violence, but peacefully, because even the Nigerian Constitution allows people to take a stand for their rights and defend their rights, as long as it is done in line with the law. You can't beat a person and say he or she must not cry. Justice has been raked openly on this 26th day of October 2023 in Nigeria. I don't know whether anybody will ever trust the judiciary system in our nation, or the judiciary. They have a lot of work to do to claim, or for them to gain the confidence and the trust of the Nigerians again. Justice has been raped. The future of Nigeria is dark and bleak. Politicians can't be trusted to serve the interests of citizens. if there is a thing I have learned in my active participation towards the journey to seeing the birth of a new Nigeria, this 1 year or this past more than 1 year, it is the fact that, number one, I've seen, I knew it before, but even more so now, that corruption is endemic in Nigeria. It's in the fiber of the beings of so many Nigerians, especially politicians who believe the only way to earn a living, the only way to run business is to go into politics. Because you can see it obviously with what is happening now. The moment many of the people were elected, especially the legislative arm of government, they started sharing money. And Tinubu knows, who currently has been declared as the one from the judgment that is now the legitimate president. Even though to some of us, it was very obvious that he didn't win the election. But that's a talk for another day, because the judgment has already been given. So I now have seen that corruption in Nigeria is endemic. Number two, lesson I have learned is that poverty has been weaponized the same way tribalism and religion has been weaponized by politicians. Number three, I've also learned that vote buying is real. Buying people with money is real. People they allow their conscience to be seared if you can give them money. Is it right? No, it's wrong. This is what we want to see change. This is what we want to stop in Nigeria. However, when you have politicians like Tinubu and the people he has surrounded himself with, what else do you expect? They don't know another way to do politics apart from using money. Because Tinubu believes that you have to dig deep and get the money, pay the people, and you will get the mandate, whether you win or not. Remember, he said, let's seize and run. He seized it and he ran into Aso Rock, supported by the team of people that are also corrupt just like him. Number four, I've also learned that you can't play the game of politics if you are naive and inexperienced. You need to learn. You don't have to be corrupt, but you need to study and understand how people think, how politics is played. If not, you will just be swept under your feet. You'll be so excited thinking that, because a lot of people are supporting you, that you will easily win. It doesn't always work like that. I've seen it in Nigeria. I've seen it in Zimbabwe. I've seen it in many nations in Africa, including even America. So, number five, lesson I've learned in my journey since last year, as it has to do with the whole thing about politics in Nigeria up to the post-election time, the declaration of who is the winner and the case in court, and today the apex court declared that Tinubu's presidency is upheld. I've discovered that very few politicians are occupying political offices or positions that got in there through credible election or through winning the votes of the people or the mandate from the people. Most of the politicians that are in governments in different nations, they went in there through the back door, not necessarily because they were elected by the citizens. In most cases, it is not so. Number six lesson that I've learned in my journey since last year. It is not your votes that determine who will win, especially in systems and places like Nigeria. It is not your vote that will determine whether you will win or not. It is who has the deepest pocket to bribe and buy voters and buy even the so-called independent election tribunal or commission or officers. In fact, including returning officers like the professors. That's how Professor Mahmoud Yakubu was bought, and many other professors were bought to write false results and declare people that were not duly elected by the people and make them either governors or members of the House of Rep or senators, and it goes and trickles down up to councillors in local government. Number seven, lesson that I've learned that democracy in many places is not a government of the people, by the people, and for the people is basically a scam, and it's a capture. It's like a national capture, a state capture by a few politicians that have gathered or ganged up to rob their citizens. So this is one lesson that I have learned. I've learned that democracy is a scam in many places, and it has never worked and is not working and may not work until we are people of integrity, people that are upright, people that are God-fearing, that will get involved in politics. This idea of saying politics is a dirty game, let's leave it for others. That's the reason we are where we are. Many people that say they are godly people, that go to church, that call the name of God, call the name of Jesus, call Allah in their mosque or wherever. Some of them don't want to get involved. But I see it slightly different with Muslims, because many Muslims, whatever they do, Allah and their religion and their faith is involved in what they do. But it's kind of different with Christians. Christians believe that being involved in politics is dirty, so they abscond, they stay aside and watch and just pray and then bind and trusting that God will work a miracle. But it is said faith without works is what? Is dead. So we need upright people, God-fearing people to join in. People are talking about Obi and dirty. But how about if, where are the others? Is it only Peter Obi? See what they've just done to Peter Obi. See what they've just done to his running mate. And so where do we go from here? That's why we need people that are God-fearing. In fact, right from the constitution of Nigeria needs to change. And we need to check the electoral laws. Currently, as I talk to you, the person that is going to take over from Mahmoud Yakubu, already the name is out there, and Tinubu is sending him for approval to the Senate. And that person is a loyal person, is a person that is loyal to APC. So what would you expect? Will there be transparency when there is any election if the person that is sitting as the chairman of the Electoral Commission is chosen by the sitting president with all the questions around him? That's what is happening in our nation. That's why it's difficult to go to court and then expect a court that has been captured that will give you justice, or to expect that the so-called electoral commission will do justice to you, or will allow the person who actually was the winner of the election to be given the mandate, because they will be loyal to the one who appointed them to that office. Okay, let's continue. Number 9, I'm giving reasons, what I've learned, since this whole thing, since I got involved in this whole thing. I said what? I think, did I say number? Okay, it should be number 8. I've learned that many politicians are not in politics to serve the interests of the electorate, but to serve their own selfish interests. And that we see everywhere. Number 9, lesson that I've learned. Don't waste your time going to court where the judges are corrupt. It is a waste of time and resources. Didn't Peter Obi trust the judiciary? He said he was a beneficiary of justice before. So he trusted that this time around it will work. But this is Nigeria, it's not Anambra, and the judges now are so desperately corrupt. See what has just happened. Atiku has been going in and out of court, but has he ever had victory? Because the judiciary has been captured by the sitting government, by the ruling party. And that's what has just happened again. So number 10. Okay, it should be number 9 now. Don't waste your time going to court. I already said that. Number 10, judges that are corrupt are quick to dismiss cases on the basis of technicalities and the case lacking merit. We saw that during the tribunal. We also saw that now during the appeal that happened there. So then the question comes, what is the way forward? You may be asking, what is our way forward? Nigerians have a choice to make themselves. Nobody will make that choice for you. You have to make the choice. Whether to accept defeat or to stand firm on your commitment, or on their commitment to fight for the freedom of Nigeria from these political scavengers. So you can choose whether to accept that you have been defeated by Tinubu, defeated by the judiciary, defeated by APC, and so you're going to give up and just surrender to them, or you will still continue to fight until Nigeria is free from this political tyranny and this political thuggery and this political prison that these people have put us in. You are the only one that can do that. I have no regret for speaking out. That's personally. Some people may feel that I wasted my time. I don't have any regret. I did not waste my time. I'm a busy person. I do so many things. And yet I committed time this past 1 year or even more than 1 year to be doing broadcast. And my reason is because as a northerner, I have seen how our people have suffered in the hands of these politicians. So I felt I needed to speak out. They have used religion on us. They've used the fact that we are from the north and our fight is against the people from the south, especially people from the southeast.
Sorry, guys, I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, there was a call that came and I had to stop to turn down the call. That's why you saw that little freeze. Okay, so only Nigerians can take their nation back. But personally, I don't have any regret. I've done what I felt led to do, and I did it. So I have no regret for speaking out, warning and educating Nigerians, especially from the north, where I come from, so that our people from now on will lay aside this thing about religion, voting on the basis of your religion, voting on the basis of your tribe. Nobody should deceive you again. It's a time for Nigerians to stand on their own and take their nation back. This is exactly what I've stood for. Nobody has paid me 1 cent. In fact, I've invested money, giving so many people money that are also doing the same thing, but do not have the resources to be able to do it. I've sponsored so many people, and I'm still prepared to continue to do what I've been doing to see the birth of a new Nigeria. So I've been speaking out and telling Nigerians to rise up and take their nation back from these political charlatans. I was not motivated by personal gain or recognition. So I wasn't doing this so that I can become popular. I wasn't looking for popularity. I did what I did because I felt a call of God to do what I did and what I've been doing. I've done my part, and many other Nigerians have done their part. I'm not giving up, and I don't want you to give up. A divided nation along the lines of religion, tribalism, sectionalism, classism, etc., will never bring about the birth of the Nigeria of our dream. It's not possible if we're divided. If there's ever been a time that we need to be united, more than ever, it is now. And so I call upon us to be united. Going forward, Nigerians must resist the temptation of being bought by these politicians or deciding to play with them, to lay down your guard and drop your integrity just because you want to survive. Because some people are saying, what else do I, if you can't beat them, join them. You don't have to join them. We still need people like you that are upright, that will stand the test of time and not give in. It's very, very important. A new Nigeria, I tell you, is still possible. As long as you do not give up. I'm not giving up, and I know you are not giving up. And do not relent in your fight, because I believe we are getting our nation back. Who has won in this case that was judged today, in the judgment that took place today? So was it Tinubu? Was it APC? Who was the winner? Who lost? Was it Atiku? Was it Obi? Or was it you? I want to let you know you haven't lost. You only lose if you give up the will and the power and the desire to keep on fighting until you see the freedom of Nigeria, until you see the prosperity that God gave to this nation become a reality. Until you see Nigeria become a place where there is security, where you can travel like we used to travel from Maiduguri down to Lagos. At night, we will stop in different places and buy food and eat. And we knew people from the east, knew people from the west. Nigeria was just a great nation. You would travel any day of the week. I used to travel from Kaduna to Lagos. At night, I will go and take the bus, the night bus, and by morning we'll be in Lagos. But today you can't even travel during the day. So don't give up until you see the Nigeria that some of us saw in our day that was so safe. You can keep your money somewhere and come back and find it. People will pick it up and give it to you and say, oh, sorry, when you were here, you left your money. This is your money. You could trust people. You do business with people and know that these people are trustworthy and reliable. You'll be anywhere and not be afraid of being kidnapped. That the Fulanis, the Hausas, and the other tribes in the north could mingle together and do things together, even do business together. Some of them spoke their languages. People that were locals who speak Fulani, the Fulanis who speak the local language, and nobody was terrorizing people. They were not invading communities and killing people and taking over their farms, taking over the communities, slaughtering women, killing them, pulling out the unborn children, and then leaving entire communities devastated, dead bodies littered everywhere, and mostly is perpetrated and is allowed and encouraged by politicians. And so until that happens in Nigeria, where we have a nation where we can live together in harmony, irrespective of your tribe or religion, unless that happens, this is not the time to think you have lost. You must continue to fight. Don't let the Supreme Court be the one that should decide whether you win or lose. We have not lost. We are standing strong. We have just begun this fight, and we are not giving up until we see the back of a new Nigeria. Posterity is the greatest judge, not the Supreme Court. And when it offers its judgment, it is not motivated by financial inducement or threats or a gang up or a capture. When posterity starts to judge, and it is already begun, it is doing. Nobody can stand posterity when it judges. And when God, the Almighty, the Creator, the Supreme Judge, the supernatural highest judge, the judge of all, the judge of all judges, when his judgment begins, especially on the wicked, we will all see and know that this can only be the finger of God. So I plead with you, this is not the time to throw in the towel. This is not the time to surrender. This is the time to stand and still fight for the birth of a new Nigeria. It appears as if Nigerians have been defeated. But I stand here, or I sit here today to say to you, Nigerians have won. Because you were patient, you were very, very understanding. You did not go on the street destroying things, burning places. You did not kill anyone because you wanted to reclaim your nation back. You stood and trusted the judiciary. There were billboards everywhere. People wrote songs, sang songs. People came out and said, the last hope of the common man is the judiciary. And you kept saying, all eyes on the judiciary, all eyes on the judiciary. You followed peacefully up till today, the 26th of October, when the judgment was declared. I want to tell you who came out as the winner, the one who didn't have to bribe, the one who did not have to terrorize people, that didn't have to kill, didn't have to burn places in order for your mandate to be given. You stood peacefully. People like Obi said he believes in the judiciary. At least he has done his part up to the end. Atiku also went to Chicago to bring all those things, all these cases against Tinubu to prove that this person doesn't have what it takes to govern this nation. But the judiciary decided to throw everything out, ignored it, and went on to say it lacks merit. That is their own judgment. But God is the true judge, and you can never twist justice when it comes to God. So nobody can stop you or should stop you from continuing in this fight. Team up with friends and brothers around you. If it means you have to come out daily from now on to let people hear your voice, come out and let Nigerians know, let the rest of the world know. Even if you are abroad, you can go to the Nigerian embassy where you are and let them know that justice was raped in Nigeria. An illegitimate president was upheld that as the president of Nigeria. So you can still do your part and don't ever accept defeat, because that is, you fought a good fight and you never lost. Uprightness, integrity was the winner in today's judgment. Nigerians, you have won, and as I said, you have not lost. You stood on the side of truth, and truth always wins. You possess a power that your adversaries dread and are afraid to confront. They are scared of you. The wicked people are scared of you. And that's why they've done what they have done. But I'm telling you, posterity is still the judge. Keep the torch of truth shining, and shining even brighter now than it has been before. Don't be discouraged. Be strong and very courageous. The journey just started. I want you to say, the journey just started. Say it, the journey just started. Say, I'm not giving up. Say, I'm not giving up. A new Nigeria is possible. Thank you very much for saying that. You can't chicken out now and you can't give in now. Keep hope alive, because victory is certain at the end. Whether this wicked, evil politician like it or not, the people will always win. And we are winning against them. So be strong, because victory is certain. You are determined. Let's be determined to win. We are determined to win. I am determined to win. And I know you are determined. And I believe together we will celebrate when we see the birth of the Nigeria of our dream. Let today be the day that you'll always be reminded that these people did everything. The Supreme Court judges, led by Ian Okoro, they were bribed, they were bought, and they seared their conscience and judged against the will of the people. But I'm telling you, always, the people will always emerge the winners. You have won, we have won. Nigeria is still going to stand unshaken, unbroken, and nobody can destroy it. I still believe a new Nigeria is possible, and I want you to stand with me. So when you hear a call by peace-loving people to say, let's make our voices be heard. If they need to go out on peaceful protest, don't stay at home and say, I give up on Nigeria. Please don't give up. Go out and lend your voice, lend your support, do your own part, and God will do what only He can do. I still believe that hope can be kept alive. You have a part to play. I have a part to play. It's been wonderful being with you all these men.
Okay, guys, that is it. Oh. I hope you listened and you heard what Dr. Goro said. Personally, I don't see it as of course, we know a lot of us anticipated this anyway. So this is not a surprise, you know. And I'm very glad that Peter Obi took it to the extent that he did, because for everyone who has eyes and who cares to hear and listen and understand what's going on, they've just exposed the decadence in Nigerian system to you. So you cannot come out tomorrow and say you did not know. Okay? So for anyone who's supporting this evil that we have right now, carry on, enjoy, be celebrating. Matter of fact, shut down the streets, be dancing, party every day. Do that. Okay? But you cannot pretend or act like you don't know that your system is rotten. You can't pretend about that anymore. You know, personally, for me, I'm fired up even more, to be honest with you. Me, I don't even expect I go there. To be honest with you, I thought by now, don't deal. I beg, let me move on. But now, that marathon, you know, when Peter B said this is a marathon and not a sprint. Now I can't understand that. Now the thing gonna make sense for my ears. Say true, this thing not be marathon. This thing not be sprint, na marathon. Now it can dey make sense to me. You understand? Now I'm fired up, but in a more subtle way. So yeah, I will continue to come out and let the world know that Nigerians did not vote for this man. That is my own. That's what I'm going to do as much as I can, because we only have one country. If we not fight for her, guess what? Your children go ask you, are they sorry for the children when they grow now? Be like una no understand. The ones yet unborn, the ones where they don't born now, when they come up under the system. Imagine children growing up in that system in Nigeria right now. No light, no light, no water. Schools, it's inconsistent. They might be here today, they might not be here tomorrow. Do you understand? Hmm. Temi, you're asking which way forward, right? Okay. If I may ask, where are you? Where do you live, Temi? Where do you live? Are you in the US or the UK, or where are you? Every Nigeria owes it to themselves. If you can gather yourself and protest in front of the embassies, that's the way forward. The other thing for me, what I thought is that I think that people from the south should start aligning with people, um, aligning with other interests like their own. Let me put it that way. And then the other thing, because the tribalism is not even funny. Okay, a lot of people are supporting this man because it's their tribe. That's the only sentiment they have. Matter of fact, they are happy that a Yoruba man beat an Igbo man. That's the narrative. I'm hearing on some social media platform. They make me laugh because these people don't even understand the big picture at all. Tell me, you're in the US, okay? So if your embassy dey near you, or if you dey anywhere, right? Carry placard, make your voice heard. Even if na front of your house you fit stand, make placard, take a picture. If you have a social media, blow it up on that social media. If you're close to the embassy and you can get to the Nigerian embassy, do the same. Do the same wherever you are. That's what you need to be doing. And then I heard in one platform I was on Twitter, somebody made a very great suggestion that I think I like that idea. Nigerians, we send a lot of money back home. Some of us, they pay people school fees for Nigeria. Some of us, they take care of people for Nigeria. Every $100 here, $200 there, $500. Stop to they send money unless now your papa or your mama, because those ones are old, so they need to be taken care of. You understand? Even that self.
Auntie Omoye, na me talk am. Na me talk am. Mona no send money again. I dey greet o. My
Yeah,
body
you
dey
said
don dey boil.
I know.
My
Baby.
body, my belly dey hot. Eh? The
I know
mess
say
where
you
I dey
don't talk
mess now. Eh?
you've said it a number of times, but the person that said it, I can't remember that it was I can't remember the person, but the person said that all the money when people they send to Nigeria for business, anything at all, stop. And I know you've said it before that people should stop sending money home. Let these people get hungry. But at that, let me leave you to speak, Bibi. Go ahead.
I dey throw away salute o.
I throw a salute
I dey
back.
throw away. As I dey here, so make everything just scatter. In fact, my husband can't give am better name. He say it is called United States of Shege. Now in the
Yep,
country. Make them
that's
change
right.
the name. The name is now officially United States of Shege Promax Updated. Because the nonsense that is I don't even know. I don't know how to quantify or qualify the rascality and criminality in high places. You know, get definition or how to put them inside box. How old men decide to look at people in the broad daylight and lie with their full chests is a wonderment beyond the seventh wonder of the world. It is a major wonderment that all seven of them sat down there and decided that they all came out from the same womb and lied. And all of them sat down there with all the amount of education that they had They decided that today they want to be ruled by a criminal drug baron, according to Ejikeme. It is beyond me. That is see, I think I have gotten to the point where I am not upset anymore. I am disgusted. It be like my person puke. Then your mouth gonna do you one kind. You won't carry water, take wash the mouth. Now so I did now. Because it is silly. I can't think of any other word. It is so silly. It just tells me how thick, in fact, the thickness of each of those judges, their brain, it pass Olumorok own. That is how thick it is. There is nothing you can drive through it that can enter. How annoying that you sit down and decide that you are going to gradually bring down the lives of millions of people at your own selfish interests. Who does that? Who does that? Say you look your body finish, you say, okay, you know good as he fine, so make us begin to carry charcoal, the rubber for body, make the thing for black. Make nobody decide, see him. This man where everybody they run after now. In name, we know Sabi. In age, we know Sabi. The school, Shimbai. Mama, nowhere to be found. Papa, Babu. My pikin, they laugh. When my pikin, they
unknown personality, unknown human. We don't know whether a human being.
You know, nothing. Do you, in fact, as I sit down, so, as I dey look and so, if he be say no be even human being. Because the more you look, the less you see. If you be saying that just wait, like it be like film for your eye. You know, as you go to drive, they go long road, you go to see mirage. When you reach the place, you know, you go to say that water I ain't been there from far. You reach that place, you know, see water. That's why it matter take be so. Because right now, I don't even know if it's human. Because ordinary human being, at least one small shame go catch you. Tiri, shame go catch you. Nothing. You not catching wife. You not catching picking. You not even catch the man. For in mind, you go just look see them. I want them. One come pariwo. Aye, for me lowo jare. Sign the contract here. Eja ma lo. Na so the matter be. I mean, think about it. He did not honor any invitation to any debates. Did not dignify any Nigerian by coming out to speak, even in the measure of the crisis. As far as he's concerned, look, I can't waste my time talking to this bunch of fools. Just tell the judges, they know what to do. That is how he sees us. Because if you have any tiny, minute respect for even your own members of cabinet, you would address everybody. Why? Because the insult is not just going to you, it is going to all his people, all the members of his cabinet. It is going to them. But nothing. He hasn't said a word. At least Buhari tried. The man say he's sick. He come out. So we know kukuma see him. But this one, as you they look him, that's why the person just disappear. And I like what the person we talk to. They say he say the man ugliness, in fact, a whale inside the water, fine person. I never see whale before. I took Koro Ayo. I see him for TV. But with what I see, a whale is more handsome than him. Period. If they do portrait of whale puts, I will appreciate the whale better. It is terrible. We have over 133 tribes. What am I saying? Yeah, over that in Nigeria. And none of them could speak up. As for PDP, they should just cancel the party. They are all bunch of buffoons. That is imported, updated.
Is it only
buffoons.
PDP? LP. Did you not see the statement that the LP chairman put out?
No, but
Hey,
no, you know why I go forgive LP, because people at least they try talk. Eh? The headless mob still they try talk. But this one, Reno or mockery, as he Papa reach with that in thin leg will be like see that chopsticks, they carry poo for body. You
I
know,
see how
see,
they dance. You
hey,
be like,
I say,
who get sickness for body, go forgive
I
me.
say, the leg resemble chopsticks on top mannequin. Now so hey, I just they look. I say, maybe you say shame, no they catch you. Why you don't show your face as they dance? I never see a person they dance. You know they appreciate his face. He they hide them. Then see Dino. The only time where I take like Dino now that day when they announced the nonsense at 3 a.m. in the morning or before a.m. That was the only time I like him. Ever since then, everybody to your tent to Israel. I mean, we are more than, and this is a country in every part of the world where Nigerians are. They are excelling. They are a standout. They are on top. They are doing exceedingly well. Their kids are thriving.
Exactly. Neka, you know what? You're right.
Aye.
Why would Bat explain anything to Nigerians? We've never asked where he not be say we not ask Neka. We ask question, you know answer. You know answer. Did the man
How he
give
go
did he
answer?
even give
Oh my
interview?
yeah, how he
You
go
know they
answer?
run from me this thing. Go ahead, sorry.
No, how the man go answer when you are nothing to him? He look, you only get answer when you are when you are deserving. As far as is concerned, Nigeria is on a need to know basis, and right now they don't need to know. Let's go down the list. So in all the palliative we never see school fees, children don't go back to school, nobody don't hear say them collect that loan. That's one, you don't go. The now this evening now they ask my husband say, hey, should we been buy fire truck, where the fire truck? Nobody don't hear. The aeroplane where we go borrow, we don't return them, they never tell us anything. The one they said a commission for Ekiti state where everybody go
Ethiopia
take.
just confess, say true. They pay them to paint the aircraft.
Hi.
Yep. You know, yeah, that news they circulate lower by. They see that Ethiopia don't confess say they give them money, they pay them to paint them. Not true. They paint them to Nigeria Airways. After they return the plane. Oh my god.
Look, at this point, I'm sorry to say everybody should go back to their bases. And anybody where decide saying head no correct, where still they go invest for Lagos State, that person then supposed check in brain and come out all the dirty way they hear, whether they hear what. Because
I'm
at this
telling
stage,
you,
it is
nobody
to
should invest. If
at
you're from the
all.
south, do not invest in Lagos again. I
It's
say
not
this
worth it. It's
unapologetically.
not worth it. Apart
Do
from the fact that
not,
you're going to be paying
Lagos should be
charges.
far from your, as in remove, reach within, uproot it from your system. Go and develop your villages, your townships. Abandon Lagos. I'm telling you, people, because you are the reason why Lagos is thriving. Let's
You're
just
right.
put the truth out there. Remove all your businesses, your investments for Lagos. Go and start small from your village. I guarantee you, you will change your village. People go they rush, come they do. You start people they look for holiday, they go come they do tourism for your village. Wanna leave that thing. Nigerians need to diversify. Everybody eye don't open now. May we use them now. Capitalize on this opportunity. Go to your, that is why your governorship elections are very critical right now. They're crucial. This one, they are crucial. Make sure you get the right governor in. Make sure you have the right people at the local government area, councillor, whatever they are, right? Go back to your village and go and do your business. If na pepper you dey sell, pack your pepper, go dey sell am for your village. Make una throway Lagos and Abuja. I'm telling you, people, nobody should go to Lagos to invest ever again. This should teach people a lesson. Go ahead, my sister. Wrap up. May I come to Mr. Seed? Welcome, oh, Mr. Seed. Bibi, are you
Thank you.
done? Oh, okay. I think she already muted. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Seed. Welcome, oh, greetings to you.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Well done, panelists and those on the
Thank you. Welcome. Good
comment
to have
section.
you on.
Yeah, good, good, good. I think first of all, I think I want to first of all congratulate Peter Obi for taking us to the end of the matter in terms of exposing the level of rottenness that Nigeria has become. At least, if people did not know about it, now it's on an international scale. At least we know how rotten the country is from top to bottom, and we also know how rotten our judiciary is. The sad thing is that within these rotten systems, there are very brilliant judges also who are going to be robbed with what is going on and what has happened. The question is for the Nigerians: what will we do? Because you know, Bat or Bola Ahmed Tinubu told us to our face that it is his turn. Bola Ahmed Tinubu said he will snatch it, he will grab it, he will do what he wants to do with it.
Exactly.
And Nigerians kept quiet. You know, Nigerians, as it's our own pattern. Like I said, Nigeria is one of the most docile societies I've seen. There are many nations this thing will happen by now. There's nobody that will be moving out or moving in. There will be real problems. Even the so-called what they call it, Gaza Strip, Gaza, that the Israelis have been bombing. Gaza had more light than Nigeria. Gaza, Gaza, that is like a place that they are holding people down. They they have even better facilities in Gaza. Israel still put better facilities for Gaza than what we have in Nigeria. So Nigeria is facing a big question. What will you do? We will steal your money. We will steal your mandate. We will do what we want. And we know that you Nigerians cannot do anything. You will talk from now to tomorrow. You won't do anything. I'm telling you the fact. Tinubu will finish the next 4 years. He will rig it because now he has the instrument of state. He will rig that whole election in the next 4 years if he's alive, and they will hand over to another corrupt individual because they know that they can get away with impunity and nobody will question them. The Nigerians will just, everybody will just adjust. Like now, you see, everybody will adjust and manage the suffering. Like I always say, until it comes to critical mass, until the thing chokes everybody, we have not started. This thing has to choke everybody. Everybody must feel the pain, the choke, and people that have been taking 3 square meals, they should now start seeing, they should get to the place where they are taking two. The people who taking two will get to the place where they're taking only one. The people taking one, they will only be drinking water. People that had car will sell their car. It must choke everybody. Every facet of society must be choked. Then the Nigerians will come on the streets and say, enough is enough. It has not yet choked us. It has not yet got to the, we still feel that okay, there's still allowance. I can still manage the cloth. That's what is going on in Nigeria. And you see educated people, so-called educated people. I mean, this, like I said, this election, well done to Obi. He exposed the election, he exposed the elite, he exposed the religious leaders, he exposed the judiciary, he exposed politicians, he exposed ordinary Nigerians. We now know that actually not every Nigerian is equal. We have now known that there are some tribes that should not even attempt any political office. We have also known that some of our so-called enlightened people, educated politicians, educated elites, pastors, spiritual leaders, imams, they are all corrupt. They are all corrupt. They have all put their hands in the cookie jar. they've done the work. So now today that is a new day. Today that is supposed to be the new day after the Supreme Court. Nobody can talk now. Nobody can talk, because if you talk, you 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 can't even talk, because everybody has been exposed to the highest level. In few days time, the effing terrible David Hundeyin, they will start bringing out the FBI files. Then Nigeria will really see why they rushed the case. Why for the first time in history, you know, the Supreme Court had to be very fast, faster than anything, to make sure that when the files come, it will be worse. What we will see, but as typical Nigeria, it doesn't disgrace anybody. Tinubu is not somebody that is ashamed. If you like, abuse him. If you like, we do him. So he's not ashamed of anything. And then he's not somebody that talked to us. He never told us that he would do anything. So I think we shouldn't expect anything. The only way forward is, if you are in your state house of assembly, or in your government, in the state various government houses, the people there should fight for their election. If they want to snatch the ballot box, they should snatch it, because they have told us that if you snatch, if you do anything, so far as you call your results, that's what matters. So Nigerians must fight to gain their country. Nobody is going to give these people will they are the most evil people. They are the most corrupt individuals we have ever seen. They will not relinquish power. They will not. The country will plunder. We are just starting. Dollar will move to 2,000. Dollar will hit 3,000. $3,000 for a naira. It will hit it there. It will live and direct. Nigerians have not started suffering. Nigerians will suffer. So it's very good. People will to travel, even that oh, I want to Japan. Very few people will have the means to go away. So everybody will enter there. So is what we are seeing is what, Peter Obi said something. I want to make a Nigerian. The people don't know how deep that statement he made. It's because we are not Nigerians. We are just existing in an ecosystem. We are not. If you think you are Nigerian, you are fake. There's no Nigerian. Nigerian does not exist. It's a fabrication of our mind. It's a figmentation of our mind. There's nothing called a Nigerian. We do not actually exist. This man just wanted to
Yep.
find a way to make us to start making a Nigerian. This is what they call a Nigerian. We actually don't exist. It's a fragmentation of our mind. If you go to the north, they don't think Nigeria. The south does not think Nigeria. We are actually very individual groups, people groups. We are different people groups. There's no Nigerian. And these politicians know that there's no Nigerian. So when you are thinking you are disgracing Nigeria, they know that there's no Nigerian. So what I want to assure us is, let's not. It's very painful, but it's not a time to. We will not tear ourselves. We will not break our head until this pain gets to every family. Until this pain gets to everyone, and build a critical mass, and then Nigeria, the people in Nigeria will come out and say, you know what? We can't go to school. We can't go to work. Let us shut down the country. Airport shut down. Rail station shut down. Bank shut
Exactly.
down. Everywhere shut down. Okay, let's sit in our home. Civil disobedience. Nothing will work. The whole country just sit down. Look. Let us just die. Eh, eh. Then they say, what is the problem? Why are people not going to work? They don't have money. Nothing. No market close. So we have never seen a people create that kind of thing. Until that happens, I tell you, they'll give their $5 here, they'll give their 5,000 here, get a group of people, give them small money, and just be keeping the country. Many people that are in all these Lekki, the Hybro areas, mark my words, in the next few months, they will start withdrawing their children because they can't pay school fees in Canada and US and Australia. They will withdraw their children. Their children will start coming home. It will happen. It will happen. This is what I'm saying. It will get to everybody because they will not be able to reach the exchange rate. They will withdraw their children.
Of
People that want
course.
to travel overseas, they will realize that their degrees have been blacklisted as we speak now. Nigerian degrees are blacklisted. So welcome to the new world. I want to welcome Nigerians or so-called Nigerians to a new world. It's a new day. There will be serious blacklisting of our degrees. Parents that used to pay school fees. I've seen one parent. He's already started bringing his kids back home. Yeah, yeah, he can't pay the fees. Yeah, he can't pay the fees. So many people will start returning. Those that can go through East Africa will find their way to East Africa and see whether they can manage with the rate of doing business. The other thing that will happen is that the African countries will seize the moment. Countries like Kenya, countries like in East Africa, some countries,
Mali,
uh
Niger.
they will tell us to our face that we are not wanted here.
South
uh
Africa don't they drive Nigerians now.
So
Ghanaians sef don dey drive Nigerians.
they will
I
push
want make
us
dem
out.
see everywhere, make
We
everywhere,
will
make dem
come
just dey
to a
see
point.
Nigeria.
We will come to a point. We need to get to that point where we now realize that you know what, we are messed up completely. Then then we will wake up and fight. Then maybe we will actually wake up and say, you know what, enough is enough. These judges, don't worry, the same thing will be meted to them. You will see it. And when they will be crying, nobody will talk. Nobody who will talk. I think the other day, Gumi has been making noise. Oh, that Abuja is their own. What concern us? Doesn't mean anything to us. If people want to go and fight Wike, go and fight him. When people fight, you kill yourself. We'll just watch you
Exactly,
guys. We will just
exactly.
watch. Now, the situation is whoever enters problem, we will check our record. When Nigerians were fighting for their mandate, what did you say? If you are not with us, you're on your own. Fight your own battle.
Do you know what somebody sent to me? Let me tell you what somebody sent. Somebody sent me a message and sent a meme along that the person says he knows by now that I go don't cry, ocean go don't fool.
Mm,
Say see am, then he now sent a dancing meme. Now we dey rain. I just laugh. I just started laughing. I say, oh, if only you know. All these memes, all these messages when I dey get, I dey save them. I dey mark, I get photographic memory. I no dey forget things. Hmm? I remember every single face where you stood when all these things were going down. I know you well. When e start to dey touch you, we go dey here. I go bring the meme come out, complete.
mm.
My brother,
Like you said,
continue.
like you said, people should now focus on their parents if they are alive to make sure that at least they can be eating. All right? Those ones that are in diaspora, you send your parents, you know. But every woman, sort yourself. Because if people are, if the anger and the hunger has not reached melting point, no, Nigeria won't. When the place becomes unsafe, hmm, the politicians, what they do is that they will keep building, walls around their houses. They will still keep being kidnapped. So they should continue. More people will be off the job now. There will be more joblessness. So that country that they want to rule, they will realize that it is ungovernable space. It's an ungovernable space. So they should continue. Everybody will finally benefit from it. The only thing I say is, of course, there's no opposition. PDP is dead in the water. That's already a dead party. The only thing that was keeping them alive is Atiku trying to, find a way to push the narrative. So Atiku has done his best. He has exposed it. The next exposure will happen with the FBI and the CIA files, and that exposure will be the next installment. So for obedience and you know people that want a better Nigeria, it is for us to embarrass the government as much as possible. Keep flogging those issues. Keep
Exactly.
flogging those issues
Exactly.
in
Keep
the diaspora.
highlighting
Yeah,
and
keep
keep
highlighting
saying
those
this
issues.
man is not a. You see what I used to do my profile of this video? What I used
Mm.
to do it is what I used to cover it is association of, let me see, because I want people, in case you want to make a t-shirt or you want to use to do protest something. Hmm? I want make a moan and use them as protest. This man Agbado
So
can never be my
so we
president.
need we
Never
need
ever.
the we need
Association
them.
of Nigerians without president. Nigerians
We,
without president association. That's it. Not
we
my
need
president. If you feel print
the
them
the
out, if you get
the
banner or
embarrassment, the
all over.
embarrassment. Yeah. The embarrassment must continue for the government so that he will keep hiding his face. He should not bring out his face. Like now, throughout this period, he has been hiding now. We don't want him to come
Exactly.
out. He should continue staying inside.
Yes.
Everything is doing. We don't want him to talk to us again. There's no need to talk to
Mm-mm.
us. Don't announce
Mm-mm.
anything. I
No,
don't know why they why people worry about it. So he should be so embarrassed that even world leaders will be embarrassed to engage with him. So
I'm
the
telling you, they'll be
embarrassment level,
hiding to talk to him. They'll be hiding.
they will be hiding to talk to him. They have to use backyard methods. So the best,
They will send their representative, secretary,
yeah,
their
that's what they
this
do. That's what they
assistant.
do. Because as it stands now, Biden doesn't want any issues because he's facing an election. Macron has issues in France and with the francophone countries. So
Hmm.
we have to give him maximum embarrassment. We have to give his ministers maximum embarrassment. We have to embarrass this government to the highest degree, especially when the files come out. Because when the files come out, it will be it will be something else. Nigerians will be in shock. So that embarrassment level is what he cannot deal with. You get me?
Yep.
He should be seeing it everywhere, every space. In terms of the coming elections, there are three elections coming. One in Bayelsa, one in Imo. I think Edo election will come up next year, most likely.
Yes.
And Kogi,
Bayelsa, I think
Kogi,
Imo. Yeah, the East is
Imo,
no, it's four
Bayelsa,
states. Imo State, Bayelsa, Edo, and
Imo.
Kogi.
Yeah.
Very
Those are the
important. Yeah.
important things. But I know he is going to fight for Kogi, and he's going to fight for what's his name, Imo. Although the Imo on has a big problem. The
Oh,
Imo
really?
election has, yes, it has a big problem because for 3 years
Uh-huh.
there has been a court case in the Supreme Court.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I didn't know
the, Su-
this.
the Supreme Court was supposed to make a judgment on the Imo election because the Supreme Court made a judgment earlier on. Now, in the Imo election, was the former governor? What's his name?
Hope
Uh,
Uzodima, Abi.
no. The former governor. My governor might be.
Mwahi.
No,
I
this
don't know
rich
their
man,
names.
um, Rochas Okorocha. So
Okay.
Rochas was the former governor, and he wanted to put his son-in-law. as governor. So that was the problem of APC. So he fostered his son-in-law on the governorship. So
Oh.
they gave his son-in-law the ticket, and then somehow APC pushed him out. So the son-in-law now got another ticket with AA party. Then Hope Uzodinma got APC ticket. So when they went to court, when Ihedioha that won the election went to court, the Supreme Court said that APC did not have a candidate for the election. That
Hmm.
the young man who was Rochas Okorocha's son-in-law was not the candidate of APC, was disqualified. That APC actually doesn't have a candidate because this is not their candidate and the elections were not properly done. But they did not effect that. INEC did not effect that in the election. They now gave APC a candidate who was Uzodinma. So they have gone back to the Supreme Court to say, Supreme Court, your order by saying that APC did not have a candidate. How did APC now have a candidate? That APC actually does not have a candidate for the election. So why should, and this thing has been caught for 3 years, but Nigerians never knew.
Hmm.
For 3 years, they have been waiting, and somebody has already done 3 years of governorship. So the question is, if the court says, okay, let our court stands as Supreme Court, so there's no governor, so everything is cancelled. That means they will go back again to Ihedioha, because I was wondering why Ihedioha is not contesting election this time. Because I was wondering why is he not contesting, and that is the drama. So the drama of that one is about to hit. So we don't know what will happen in Imo State in terms of the political landscape. But
Right.
the best, like you said, I know people are discouraged to go to the polls, because from the court case yesterday, it shows that it's not mandatory for them to put. It's not mandatory for them to use IREV. It's not. We have also realized that Abuja is not mandatory for somebody to get 25%. So they've addressed all those issues. So now that Nigerians know that it's not mandatory for us to have IREV, all right. So it is left for people to ensure that in every state election, because that's what will happen, they will hijack ballot boxes and call results. So it's important that people ensure that whatever they vote there, they ensure that those physical copies are are protected, by all means possible. So that is what will happen. And I think the Imo election, I don't know for Bielsa. Bielsa, I think will go normal. They will bring the same person that has won. The same go. PDP will win there. But in terms of Imo, if the election goes ahead, it's going to be war. It's going to be war because the Imo LP governorship candidate is a very tough man. He's a very tough man. So he has boys too.
The Ethan
So
Ethan Achonu guy,
Ethan
right?
Attorney, yes, yes, he has his
I
own boys
listen.
in
I had
the
the
camp.
opportunity to listen. He seems like actually a great candidate. Too. Imo
Yeah,
still
yeah.
should not let him go.
It's not even that he's a great candidate. If they want, he's different from Obi. uh
Right. He
He's,
too. He looks like a tough one. Tough.
he's a street fighter. So,
Yeah.
if you want gentle, you give it gentle. If you want fight, you're ready for fight. uh He's ready for fight. That's fire for fire. It's not so. That place is going to be a war zone life. So, so that's what is expected. So that one is, if you can snatch it. That's it. Snatch it. Call your result. That's it. So I think Imo will likely go the way Abia went. Hopefully for LP,
I'm
and
really
then
praying for that. I really, really want it to happen
Kogi,
like that.
Kogi. I don't think. I mean, Dino
Kogi
Melaye,
is what's his name? What's his name?
Dino Melaye.
Dino. Dino.
Uh,
Who's
he's
Who's the most popular candidate there?
I mean, Dino is popular because he's Dino. You know,
Okay.
the APC candidate is not popular, but he's
Okay.
a stooge of the governor.
Agbado.
So yeah, 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 yeah. So they will use statecraft for that one. So, but like I said, there's a lot of disappointment in the land. Many people are not interested in voting. And that is a big problem. How will Nigerians come out and vote when we know that voting in Nigeria is as good as useless? So, but the question is, how do we move forward? So the only way we can move forward is for everybody in his little corner to ensure that this government is held responsible for many things. They will not escape anything. Everything they are doing will be exposed. And like now, they went to paint Ethiopia Airlines. We should expose it. We should continue to
Exactly.
talk about it. They should talk
Yes.
about it in spaces. They should talk
Yes.
about it. Those people that have access to international media we push it out there so that the country is highly embarrassed. Because once we
Yes.
push it out in the international media, that's what embarrasses the country because they don't get investors to come. Investors don't want to come. Investors will not come to a place where that they don't understand. So, and then they will have to come out to that in the international media to start to um, clean their laundry, their dirty laundry. Since they decided to rape Nigerians, since they decided to put us in a very bad situation, now let us bring them to the market square. That's what they deserve. We bring
And
them to that
unveil them,
and
strip them
disgrace.
naked.
We should disgrace them. Throw poto poto. Let everybody be outside there. Eh,
Let us be inside that potopoto.
let
Hmm.
all of us have the poto poto and stay
Yeah,
there.
no more
So
shame.
that's
Let's just
yeah.
rubbish everything.
Since they are shameless old men, since
Yes.
they are shameless old men,
We the
that
children, we should
mm,
tell them that we don't even have shame. The
eh,
small training that is holding us, we have thrown it away.
there's something the Bible says. It says the fathers have eaten sour grape and the children's teeth are set on edge. So
That's right.
when they have eaten this sour grape, they should not be expecting respect anymore. This
Mm-mm.
respect time is over.
It's over.
Anybody that will disgrace the person in the market square, let them go
Yes.
to the market square. Now, don't you notice now? Even the pastors, they are okay, they are quiet now. They know that now Nigeria is not like before. Nigeria has not. Obi has exposed everybody. So Nigeria is not like before that we will respect the men of God or the imams and just say, you know what, they are men of God. Don't need to talk too much about them. Just leave them. But now, if a man of God just stop and we look at our book and that man of God is not in alignment with the people, he will be disgraced in the market square, live and
Absolutely.
direct. And I'm telling you, many of them have hidden things in their cupboard. Very soon, those things will start coming out.
Mm.
That's the only way to put a stop to these people. They all these judges, they should not be allowed to step out of the country. They should stay inside that country. So
Somebody just posted Grace. If I even share myself, I
they
don't know. I
should
didn't
stay
put it.
inside that country.
Yeah, Grace say all the fake judges should not visit countries that respect their rules and regulation and their constitution. I say
Exactly.
Grace, anywhere they see them, any African country where they see say the judges, they say they want to do so, make they flood the area, make they embarrass them, pour sansan inside their water, pour peace inside their water. I'm
You,
telling
you,
you,
you, you
make
know,
they drive them out of their countries.
during the judgment, the funny thing was that the judge said when he was making judgment, especially with whether he wanted to accept the new evidences. He said, "Oh, that it doesn't have jurisdiction. That the lawyers did not apply. They did not apply first
Can you
before
imagine?
it will be considered. They should have applied to change their appeal or to add something to their
Yeah.
appeal before they even apply." And he said, however, now this is what annoyed me. He said, however, even if they applied, to change their petition or to add something to their petition, it will not still have been granted. So why
Can
did
you
you tell them
imagine?
that? Why are you now saying that they should have applied when you know that?
Exactly.
And then in the same breath, you are saying even if they applied to change their petition, you will still not have accepted it. So this is a prefabricated judgment. You already know what you want. You've decided this is how it will go. That's why they told us go to court. Go to court. Which court you go to, we're in charge of it. We're completely in charge of it. Did you see how many judges were recusing themselves? Many judges could not take the case because they knew that their names are already put in the bad book already. How can they judge this kind of case? How can they judge this kind of corrupt case? How can they judge it? They avoided it. They even avoided the deep questions of forfeiture. Okay, let's say there was a deep question of forfeiture of narcotics. That alone should disqualify a person. They avoided to talk about it. They glided over it. And then they failed to understand that the international community looks at that judiciary and say, if you put your money into this country, they will tell you you never put money in the country and you will lose it. So do not invest. Don't they realize that countries tell their people where to invest?
No, I
Countries
don't
tell
think they do because they don't talk to their people, so they won't know that other countries talk to their people.
so many countries, they know where to invest and where not to invest. And they know, okay, if I invest in Nigeria, what is my escape route out? How do I move my funds? Because the country is run by a certificate forger. The country is run by a narcotics chief, and that's the truth. So, it's a sorry state for Nigeria, but like I said, until the pain has to get to everybody. These judges should not be allowed to leave the country, and when they leave the country, they should be embarrassed. That's why they were not showing their faces. They should be embarrassed. They should be declared this is the judge that allowed the forgery. That's how they should be calling them. And when these
Exactly.
guys they go to different countries and they want to meet Nigerians, Nigerians should not meet them. And if Nigerians go there, they should be embarrassed. They should embarrass them in front of the international media. They should be embarrassed in front of the international media. That's the only way to put them on the back foot. That they will be looking for where to go, where to come out. Look at him. He can't travel anyhow now because
For yeah,
the last time he traveled, he couldn't land. He couldn't pass through many airspaces. He couldn't pass through Niger to come into Nigeria. He had to go roundabout. Yeah,
even
that's why.
Mali,
Yeah,
Mali,
yeah,
they were.
yeah. Mali, Niger, they warned him not to pass through. So it's not that okay. You want to travel, but how do you want to travel? How do you, so we need to embarrass him. He will get maximum embarrassment. All of them. Even Wike, look at Wike, another corrupt individual. You know, all he did for that was to be protected. That's why he betrayed his party, betrayed everybody for his own personal protection. But mark my words, even in that river state, very soon he will fall out with the governor. He will fall out with the people in River State. You will see it. It will be like magic. In 2 years' time, he'll be saying that they are fighting him. And nobody will enter that fight. It's not our problem.
At all the
So
people that were dragging Mesoma, put the young girl's picture all over the place. They are all silent now. None of them get mouth to talk. Meanwhile, not
don't
even they
mind.
not call that small girl.
I know. I know. Don't mind them.
Eh?
Don't mind them. They should leave that girl. They should actually give her a scholarship.
I'm telling you, give
Because
her a scholarship,
there's
set
nothing. There's
her life
nothing
in
wrong.
the right direction,
There's
get her
nothing
out
wrong.
of that. I'm telling you. Hmm.
There's nothing wrong. She did. She went to school. She wrote the exam. The only different thing that she did was that she changed her result, but she actually got a good result.
Yeah.
So she should be let go. She's much, much better than the person sitting there and they're calling himself a president. That one did not go to school. We don't have a record of him going to school. Primary school, secondary school, no records. And the school he said he went to is he impersonated somebody's degree, which is very, very clear. And he forged it. And the funny thing is that INEC went to court to defend forgery. To defend forgery. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? Yeah. So, and that's the same INEC that is going to run the next year election. The same Mahmoud,
Mm-hmm.
he's not been removed. He has not been removed, though, and he will not be removed because he needs to do the next election. Yes. So it's so if Mahmoud is the same person going to do the next election, there was a point. Just give him 8 years at once. Don't disturb us. That's the truth. It's yes, it looks unfortunate, but that's if Mahmoud is the same person going to run elections next year, what do you expect Mahmoud to do? To do a clean, fair election? No, he won't do that now. It will still be the same.
Mahmoud has no plan of doing any. He's coming out and he's saying that people should not be pushing false narratives on social media, that they are going to make all the elections transparent. I'm like, will you shut all the way up? I don't know who this man is talking to, and I don't know who's listening to him apart from their goons.
No, it's
Those are the
because
people who listen to them.
yeah, you know that they have been pushing a lot of things on the Twitter page. But every time he talks on the Twitter page, Nigerians just clamp it down immediately. So there's no way. And the more Nigerians are talking on the Twitter pages and linking European Union, because the European Union gave him a lot of money. So they are not getting any funds again. The funding is restricted to INEC because they failed to they used them. They said they were getting equipment, they were getting technology, they did all that, and at the end of the day, they said it's a glitch. So that's fine. So now you now want to run elections in Imo, and you're telling us that you do it, that we will get the results live and direct. So Nigerians on Twitter have been embarrassing him, embarrassing INEC. So that is becoming, when the embarrassment volume increases, then even European Union and all those bodies will now start paying attention and saying this is what they're saying. And European Union already has a report about the last elections. They know what happened. The CIA knows what happened. FBI knows what happened. They know the deals that went on. So there's no more money coming from those places. Those free money that they were getting, those free money is over. They're not even getting volunteers. So there's nobody volunteering saying, "Oh, I want to," except they take coppers by force. Now, coppers we go. But that's it. So if they want to run the election, they should run the election. They should call their result. I'm telling you, this election is whoever can grab it, grab it. Just grab it and call the result. When you call the result, tell the person go to court. Finish.
Exactly.
That's all you
They
can do.
already planned it out.
So now Nigerians will be seeing real war in elections. They will be seeing it is going to be fight to finish in every polling unit. Because if you have the voice, the muscle, then go for it. That's it. You have the muscle, go for it. And then when you go for it, you carry your men, call the collating person, tell him to call the result. That's what they wanted to do in Adamawa. That's what the woman wanted to do in Adamawa, to call result.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. She
but
wanted to steal it, right? When they did that, they
yes,
quickly came and congrat. Yes, I
yeah, and
remember.
she came out to do the congratulations because that
Yeah.
is the mode of Randy. It's just that the Adamawa people resisted, and that is what I wanted Nigerians to do. Immediately, INEC chairman was talking in that hall. We shut it down. They would have shot this election February 25th. Nigerians would have been on the streets. Nigerians would have been out on the street and saying you cannot call this result. There would have been a constitutional crisis. and everything would have come down. But we allowed that moment. I told people that we miss that moment. As soon as you miss it, the moment when Dino was shouting, Dino was,
That's
you
when
cannot
all
get
of
it.
them. I say, why did they know? Somebody should have dived that chairman, take that paper and chew it. They go just cheer and start to
That
they chew the paper for in
that
front.
moment, is that moment
Hey,
that everything would have stopped. And there would have been, it would have been Occupy INEC. INEC
I'm
would not be able
telling
to
you.
come out. INEC would not be able to come out. You know, that's what happened. They almost took Abia State, but Abia people resisted, and the woman resisted. The professor, she resisted, and they told her to come to Abuja. When she went to Abuja, they wanted to call it from Abuja. She resisted. The Abia people resisted. They said, we have voted for Alex Hoti. Is a person we have voted for. It's a landslide victory. You cannot rob us the victory today.
Exactly.
That's what happened. What happened in Lagos was that the Lagos LP chairman, Reverend Echo, the lady, she resisted them at the collation center. She said, the result you are calling is not the result on our polling unit. Look at it. She resisted it, and that's why Obi won in Lagos. She resisted it. So the Nigerians missed the time. We are supposed to resist it, because Nigeria is we are very, very strong people. When I mean strong people, is that it Nigerians open eye. That's why other African countries give us space, because Nigerians are very, you know, people, lively people, exuberant people, bold people. You know, we know the fear face. We enter here, we see this what is happening. That's why Nigerians
Well,
succeed everywhere they go to.
clearly they're not gonna open eye for
So,
this one. No, sorry, huge
so
disappointment for
in
this one.
this one, we kept quiet. We kept quiet in a moment that Nigerians should have risen to the occasion and say, no. If we have risen to the occasion, even as small as the NSAS one, the government in place, Buhari, would have said, you know what, hold hot these elections and call the result from the polling units. We need to see it from the polling unit. The place would have been shaking, because that's when the emotions are very high. The place would have been shaking. People would have been there would have been real problems, and then everybody would have said, okay, you know what should we do? What should we do? They would have found an intervention, because the whole place would have been in a mess. But as soon as you allow them past that period, then they start using all these soft methods. Oh, we'll give you palliative. Oh, we'll let everybody forget. The pastors will start preaching messages to calm the people. The imams will start preaching messages to calm the people. Social commentators will start saying one thing or the other. Then the lawyers will now bring more confusion. The lawyers on
Exactly.
this side and the lawyers on this side start turning us up and down. Constitution this, constitution that, technicality this, technicality that, and the whole case will go into a bubble where they know that at the end of the day, all they need to do is give us judgment. And there are many brilliant lawyers. They will find a loophole and create a technical judgment. That is what they did. They knew that we have a judgment at the tribunal and we have a judgment ready for them at the Supreme Court. This is how we'll play. They'll come here, this judgment. When they come to Supreme Court, this is judgment. That's it. They did not expect the forgery case to come out. They didn't know that Atiku will go all that length to bring out the forgery case. And now they are trying to stop the FBI files, but those ones will come out so that the embarrassment will continue. We need at least to embarrass him for the next few months.
Next
So
few
that
months, for as long as it takes. Nothing
I
like
know,
few
I
months.
I
Huh.
know for as long as it takes.
Mm.
But you see one thing, at the end of the day, I when people have suffered, like now, I know that the government is in big problem. They don't know what to do with the economy. The economy has tanked. Everywhere is in big problem. So they are looking for money and they are looking for loans. But the problem is the world cannot loan them money. Yeah, they can't loan them money because the money they are loaning them, they are buying cars. All right. So the world cannot loan them money. Investors cannot come in because investors are scared about investing in Nigeria because the rules change every day. The government rules change every day. And this government, to invest in this government is highly, highly corrupt. You get me? So how do you want to bring investment into Nigeria? You will lose your money now. You
You
will
can't
lose your
even
money.
get your money's worth. You will lose everything. If you put any
And you,
money into it, you will lose it. Yeah.
Nigeria as it stands now in terms of investment is not a go area. That's the truth. Even if you want to do real estate, you cannot. It's just even even except like you said, the Easterners should go back to the East, leave Lagos and leave that rubbish there.
Not is the south, because everybody from the south now Moyibo. Pack
Yes,
the Edo, Niger Delta, Bayelsa, Urobo, Isoko, everybody.
but they should make sure
Calabar,
that.
everybody, pack your bags, go back to your places and develop them.
But
Leave Lagos.
the governors in those states have to work. They have to
I'm
work hard.
telling you, that's why I said this election, especially for me now, this Edo State election, oh my God, oh my God. Bless
But
all
that
I don't
one is
understand.
even problematic now. That one
The
is still
way they have so many people wanting to come out as LP. Hey, me
that's
they
the
follow
problem.
am bumper to bumper.
But
We must get it right in
that's
Edo State.
that's the problem. Many people want to come out under LP, but that's where the problem is. These politicians are just looking for a way. How does LP ensure, especially in Edo obedience should register in LP and should ensure that when they go for the primaries in LP, that they will vote the person or persons that are genuinely obedient.
That have the interest of the people at heart
Good.
and are
And that,
willing to work.
yes, that know what to do,
Yes.
not just any kind of person. So
Mm-mm.
Edo people, number one, should ensure that whoever wins that primary is not one of these, shenanigans. If
All
not,
these old ones. There's one they call Rice Man. The way I troll that man on Twitter, oh my God, they come they ask me so thing people when they follow up say, oh man, what did this man do to you? Okay, if you have a preferred candidate, leave him. Go and follow your preferred. I said I don't have a preferred candidate too. But you see this election, guess what? It matters to me. I am not going to allow you people to be pushing because happening is going on different spaces. You know, say now who they hear pass now people they will come they tilt towards that person angle.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
say, I if the man enter space like this, unless I don't know, I they enter that space. I'm writing. Oga, apart from rice that you are sharing, you say you've been sharing rice. You kick out, you give food to your share the meat to your people. I say the school that you built in Abuja, how is it benefiting Edo State people? How?
Edo people.
They say you they give laptop, you they give this thing. When I ask them, I say, why are you people? This man, apart from rice and cow meat, nothing else. No plan for the youth.
No, no,
People
no.
are running, they are crossing the Mediterranean, they buy in their thousands.
They don't.
What plans does he have? This man say he go bring investors from the
Which
west
investors not
to
today?
come invest. Wait
Investors,
to come
investors.
invest. When person come ask and say come, this way you dey talk say you dey bring people from the west to come invest. Wait a minute. You know, the man say, let me tell you something. That phone in your hand, who do you think made it? Is it white people that made it? Oh my God. I say, this man is telling you that he does not believe in you. He's telling
It
you that
doesn't
he
know.
will throw you the avenue to chop and clean mouth. when they start telling you they're bringing investors, you don't want to invest in the youth, in the young, able-bodied people you have in your state. You want to go outside of yourself to bring people that don't give a damn about you, your
The
people, or
problem is
your
the
land.
problem is that the problem is that when they tell people, oh, we
Hey,
can bring investors, it looks as if it's a rocket science thing.
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
that there's a place they call investors. No, investors are like bees; they follow honey. So, if your country is doing well, if you have the enabling environment, you ensure that the roads are working, you ensure that you know you're tracking all the schools are working, you're pumping money. Edo has a lot of funds. You're pumping money into the roads, the school, the infrastructure. You're ensuring that the whole network is good.
Security, investing in the
Security.
youth, the road network. People
Before you
travel
know,
from Edo State to Onitsha. I know how many times I've been
investors,
to Onitsha market
yes,
for Christmas shopping.
mhm,
Eh?
investors will
Oh,
naturally
Onitsha
come in.
market is like one stone's throw from where I come from.
Mhm.
You drive, go there before you go shop for Christmas, come back. You can't fix the roads, nothing. You don't create job creation for the people. Bright minds littered all over the state. You're not doing anything. You're just watching these young people cross the Mediterranean, buying themselves. The ones where they ship, go Europe, go, they do all kinds of rubbish. You are not saying anything about that. All you're thinking about is how you're going to bring Oyibo people to eat that thing alone. My body, I start to dey cringe. I say, hell, God,
But
I
it's not
beg.
going to do it now. It's not going to do it. It's just going to be business as usual. So such
Ah,
persons, such persons should be embarrassed in the public square.
that is
And
exactly what I've been doing. His people had to
and
come and be, okay, Omoye, what did you leave him now? I say, leave who? Nama meat. This one, my teeth, the dragon. He must step down. He does not have any. I say, you will never. Everywhere I go, I'm like, you will never ever be a Edo State governor. You will never win, never. Huh.
Make una laugh small. Make una
Go
laugh
ahead,
small.
abeg.
The person wey do Hope Uzodinma fundraising thing today na Kate Amaka Henshaw.
Oh, okay, tension for why?
Ketenshaw and this guy, what's his name?
He say why money country don dey hard. Everybody don dey see.
Yes, two of them.
Where
I
is
think
hope?
Ketenshaw and one other guy.
Wow.
What's his name?
I just dey see as
One
people
funny.
just dey block am.
They
Imagine
should leave.
after
They should leave.
after you heard the man saying he's going to send 4,000 youths to Europe.
Mm.
That is part of his manifesto. Then
Yeah.
you open your eye and go and do fundraiser for him.
I don't understand.
Yes.
Some of these I don't know. The
No,
celebrities we have in
you
Nigeria, they
see,
are so
wait,
clueless.
No, it for me it just confirms what N6 had said. N6 said as this administration is going, people will shock you. The other
Hey,
day we saw Ben Murray Bruce opening his dirty mouth. Then we saw Feladuro Toye doing his own. Now it is Kate Amaka Henshaw. Of course, we know about the one of this watermelon and her husband. What's his name again? No?
that one,
Peter
those ones, they be public fools,
Peter Edochie, he don't do his own waka. So as the
public
hunger they
losers.
bite, you, they say person when want chop malu, you go ready to call a cow, brother. Now so
Mhm.
we don't they see as and they call the cow, brother. All of them. They not then they show us one by one. Before the year go end, when everybody the leg go down the tight well, we shall see
Mm.
more celebrities turning over and begging us to forgive everybody, including the ones. Me, I don't
Mhm.
talk say I'm willing to forgive anybody, but they should go and bring back all the people we don't buy, because of this matter. When I bring them come back, then we can have a round table dialogue. Now so until then, there's nothing to dialogue. I was sincerely speaking, I was very, very surprised. I was
No, don't be
very
surprised.
surprised when I it wasn't just something that you hear, it's something you see. So
The
it's
hung,
you see,
the hunger in the land will become very
yeah,
palpable.
yes, something you see, because that kind of when person go tell you, go say, no, 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 it's not true. Are you sure? Then go show
Why
you
do you
picture, say, see 'em.
Why do you think I congratulate Peter Obi? Peter Obi said something. Every time I think of what he said during the election, I said, this man was right. He said, where tell me where you buy bread cheap,
Bread
and I will go and
cheaper.
buy it. I will go and buy it there. You see, celebrity, judge, taxi man, they are buying fuel at the same price. So that celebrity that I used to enjoy before, eh, and used to buy designers, has realized that this thing don't they hard though. So if they come and say, come and do a gig for 10 million, you will look at yourself. You ask yourself a question. This thing don't they hard though. No, I'm telling you the reality.
Mm.
Until I said something here. Until 3 square meals moves down to 1 square meal, and then Nigerians realize, you know what? It's either we eat ourselves. If you go to the Bible, this thing happened. People, mothers were eating their children.
Mm.
This one will eat this one children first, then say next week we'll eat your own child. People were
Chai!
eating themselves.
Yes.
It got to a point that in Israel, people started eating themselves. You get me? And there was pandemonium. So Nigeria, that's why you see this celebrity. Hunger will hit the land. Hunger has not started. Hunger will hit the land. And then people will say, wait a minute. Are we not tired of this? So I don't see celebrity is going to collect her money because she needs to buy fuel. That's what Obi was telling us. That everywhere is going to be people will suffer. Do you think it's going to impact Peter Obi? No, 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 no. Not the
They
man is
don't
a
go touch the man. The man don't set
it's a
for life.
billionaire. It's set for life. You can check out now. Before you know, he will tell you now he's in Egypt. He has gone to Egypt. He has gone for some kind of training and relax himself. Doesn't have problem. He's not having problem like that. So at the end of the day, that celebrity is here that everybody will be exposed. Like I said, the only way to get out of this business is bring everybody to the market square. Let us put poto everywhere. You know, I was thinking of this man's songs, Abdul Karim, Nigeria Jaga Jaga, poor man they suffer. So Nigeria is
Boza,
Jaga Jaga
boza.
now.
Yep.
So and they abuse that guy, but that guy is a prophet too. He's a prophet.
Is.
Mhm. He actually said the right thing. OBJ was angry, but he's saying the right thing. Nigeria is gone.
They should bring that music back. In fact,
Nigeria is
well,
gone.
Obedience should be playing that clip of that music on Twitter. I'm telling you. Make they go they cry when they see everybody wey dey play am. You just they go just dey circulate for Twitter. I'm telling you.
So I don't Ketenshaw is. Do you know how much to collect that money? Do you know how much they must have put for her to say? So just imagine how much they must have dropped for the judges. Just
I
just
tell
think,
you, my
think
brother,
of
I don't
think
even
of
want to imagine it.
think of how much they could have put in front of each of those judges.
Hmm.
Look at the senators. They've told them that they will give them Prado jeeps. Do you know what? Basically, people don't understand what's happening. Tinubu basically is doing the Tinubu operation, hijack of state. He's done it in Lagos. That's the way he does it. He first attacks the judiciary, gives them a lot of lages, puts them in their pocket. That's what Wike did in River State. All the judiciary with him. You now collect all the House of Assembly and Senate. They're in your pocket. When you put them together, then you now go for the economy, finance, put them in your pocket. Then ensure that all the procurement, all the contracts is him that is dealing with it. And he's having his cut because he needs to replenish his bullion van. He needs to replenish it. I'm telling you, he will replenish it. He will
Bullion van
replenish.
when they miss road. This
He dey
this
miss
time
road now.
around, you not go they miss road
You
again. Not
no, you know
direct.
no. You won't
The
see.
the bullion
You won't
van
see.
don't transfer states now.
You
The
don't
bullion van
transfer.
doesn't work in Lagos State anymore. Now
You
it
don't
is now in
transfer.
Abuja.
In
And you know,
Asambisa.
the thing will go happen. This one way, this one way Gumi don't they follow everybody vex say Abuja na Muslim people.
Forget
I
Gumi.
don't know. One day we
Make
can
them
go wake up,
fight.
we go run, come up for house.
Let them fight.
Make them fight.
Forget Gumi.
Asari don't Kubo go there for rivers, they cry. When we can come back, when we can come back, Asari go tell us say, bro, say they go. No, you talk say Abuja na your land. What do you come back
Forget
and do?
Gumi. Forget Gumi. Gumi has no levels. It's now they are realizing it. This was the same Gumi that Obi came to him, even when
Mm.
everybody was telling Obi, don't go and meet Gumi. Obi said, no, I will meet every Nigerian and know what is their problem. He sat with this Gumi, talked with him, and said, listen, this is how this country will go, and it will progress for everybody. Now Gumi is shouting. Shouting for what? If Gumi does anyhow, Asari boys will slap him. I'm not joking. They will slap him. They will slap him.
I love to see that. Can that
Wait,
happen like
wait, hold
today?
on, hold on.
I
Let me ask
beg.
you. Hold on. My brother, have you seen Asari lately? You don't see that in Bele. Now fermented poop. Now in they starting that interesting.
Ew.
That
Asari,
man, he can barely breathe.
of course, we
Let
know
the
is
poor
this.
breathe. He can barely breathe. Now you tell us to make it go follow. Now you tell us to make it go fight. He go fight Gooby. You don't see the Gooby when they talk. Now only one arrow. When I go send one arrow, make
but
it
but
go
but
make it go through
Asari
Asari
said
Bele.
Asari told us that his boys are in charge of Kaduna Road and all that, fighting for military and the kidnapping. All right. Gumi knows the kidnapping boys. He knows Boko Haram. He knows all those boys in Sambisa Forest. Okay. So now there's a business that they are truncating, because when you push somebody like Wike there, push Wike into Abuja, Wike has to take charge of Abuja. Wike is not a dollar. Wike is not somebody that is chilled, that will just, okay, I just relax. No, Wike want to be in charge of Abuja like a governor. Wike is a governor, so he operates like an executive. There is a governor here. He will do as a governor wants, and he is going to work with Asari Dokubo. So Gumi is realizing that situation has changed. So they should fight. They should fight. They should fight it out. We will just watch them. They should not call us. We are just observants. We just observe
Yeah,
them,
somebody is
watch
asking
them
who is
laugh.
Gumi. Somebody is asking who is Gumi. I beg, help us explain to
Go
Jo who
No, we
Gumi
don't
be.
explain. Go and Google it. Go and Google who Gumi is.
Google
Nigerians,
is your best friend.
Nigerians sometimes surprise me when we are telling them about issues like this. They think we are joking. Go and check. Go and just Google Gumi. Just Google Gumi. You will know who Gumi is and know his trajectory. And but what I will say is Gumi and Boko Haram are 5 and 6.
5 and 6, yeah.
He knows where Boko Haram boys are.
Boko
He's
Haram
the,
and Gumi five
he's
and
the
six. Now be
negotiator.
the
He's
now
the
be their chief
negotiator.
negotiator.
He's their negotiator, basically. All right. So Gumi is their negotiator with the federal government. He knows where they are. He knows their phone numbers. He knows everything. And he's allowed to do it. He's the government person allowed to do it. And he knows that they need access from Abuja, Lagos, Niger, and all those places down into Sambisa. All right. But I believe that there are issues with him and the vice president. So Those
I'm
things
glad
are
you said that. I'm glad you
those
said that because
those things are bringing
everybody
out
knows
this.
that. Everybody knows Shetima is friends with the Boko Haram.
So
So if the Gumi is now coming out to talk, and except Shetima has kind of handed power to him that, okay, run it on my behalf whilst I'm not around, to keep the place working well. Otherwise, I mean, for the longest of time, everybody knew Gumi was operating, but he was under key. He was under G. Nobody
mm,
really saw him. But when he come, they see say, now Yoruba, now him full this place. And then them come bring Wike. That means say Asari go soon cross over. Market go dey you go dey small for my hand. I no go see plenty chop like I been the chop before. Now he say
no,
no, I get to make noise. Whether the shetima dey here be no day, person get to hear my voice.
that's what's happening. So that what is happening there is none of our business. They should eat themselves. That's my own. If you can eat Wike, eat Wike. But he cannot. Because at the end of the day, Wike is with Tinubu. Wike understands what he has done. Tinubu understands what Wike has done for him. And they have negotiated it to that level. And he is going to protect his interests in that Abuja
Exactly.
because Tinubu is scared of the North. So he needs to protect. Tinubu is not this kind of politician that he will protect himself with his men,
Yeah.
with his
I
Lagos
to agree.
boys and his men. So they
That's why
should
they are
fight
in
it out.
Abuja now. Let me
And they should
welcome
fight it
Miss
out.
Mazi Prince for Seed. Thank you so much, man. In fact,
Uh, yes,
Mazi,
so
welcome,
my
oh.
sister.
Welcome. Good
Good
evening.
evening. I know I'm running late. I worked overtime, so I'm just running late home. But I
Okay,
just thought about it. I said, you know what? I think that you might be online and all that stuff. You
right.
know, yeah. Um, Pretty much today. Am I surprised? I'm not surprised. We already knew. We already knew these things were gonna happen, and let them keep disgracing themselves. At the end of the day, you know, um, it is what it is. The only thing I'm surprised at is that, you know, I was in a platform today and I heard some people talking about, oh, kick Biden out, kick Biden this, keep. One thing with American politics is this: do I like or do I favor Biden? No, I don't. But what is the alternative? The alternative is Donald Trump. And who is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is Tinubu promise. Promise. You know? So if I say, okay, I'm not gonna vote for Biden, Trump is gonna come in. And he's just a fraud. You know? So it's kind of disheartening when I hear most of Nigerian folks talking about, oh, let's allow Trump to come in. I get upset. Okay, Trump is hiding under religion. He makes it look as if he's an evangelical. That man is evil. That man is not gonna do anything. He's even gonna if Trump gets in, he's gonna favor uh, 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 Tinubu more. Because at the end of the day, Tinubu being the fact that he's a criminal, they're all gonna play their games. You know, they're all gonna play their games, and probably before you know it, he will favor Tinubu changing the constitution that will make him stay there for forever or whatever it is. You know, but me, things has happened. It has happened, but it's better for us to learn. It's better for us to learn and move on. Thank God by Monday, things are going to be exposed. They're going to see, and
it might even get to a point where Tinubu will become the next Al Bashir, which is looking likely that's what's gonna happen. So when I hear people just talk, I just shake my head. The same people that will favor Israel over Palestine, and the same people, talking about they are Christians. The Israelites are not Christians. They are Jewish.
Okay,
Okay? And
Oga
justice
Mazi,
is
sorry, Mazi, we're not talking about all those people, I beg. Now, the election when you happen, and now we dey talk about. All those ones not concern price of Gary for market. E dey like
I know.
we have too
I
much on
know.
our plate that we are dealing with, right? Poverty don't
Mm-hmm.
go score skyrocket. So we are just talking about the events that transpired today and possible solutions and all of that. So me not care wetin dey happen for this side at all. To be honest, I not care wetin dey happen for Israel, Palestine. E no concern me. Our people are suffering. That one be the main thing right now. People they die every day for Nigeria. They even use some to do etutu, sacrifice to their god.
Mm-hmm.
Then they sell some for border. Now that one be my main concern. You see all this one wey dey happen when you dey talk, so e don dey enter 1 year, they come up for the other one. I'm like, okay, wetin concern me? How that one take affect the price of garri for market for Nigeria? Garri when they buy a cup of garri wey be 500 before, e don enter 1,200. Poor man no fit chop again. Some people na once a day dem dey chop, na if they even see. The one some day when they no even dey see food at all chop, dem dey go days without food. People no dey fit go their farm again, dem dey kidnap dem up and down like say na sheep na dem dey sell.
Mm-hmm.
Born children dem dey sell dem for border because dem no fit chop.
Mm-hmm.
Chop. Husbands dey escort their wives go to go become houseboy and housegirl for Arab slave market. People wey
Wow.
dey sell black people right from time, dem don the thing don dey since the continuation. People dey sell each other so that they go fit work to make money. As for how wetin dey happen for my own country now, I go come leave am, I come go dey worry about. If dem like if dem like dem vote Trump, dem like dem vote, e no affect because none of dem, the Trump the Biden, none of dem like us. With all these things wey happen, I no see Biden come out
Exactly, exactly.
talk
I
say
think
no. I start go ahead, my brother.
I disagree with Marcy. If you give me Trump for Nigeria, we take. Listen, at least Trump like America. America first. Trump is taking on making America great again. And he proved it. He proved it. He shifted American economy. He transformed. So don't even compare him to our
I no even
sides.
want make we talk about am or what
Leave those
concerning
people.
men.
Leave those people. Let's
Abeg, na
focus. Let's
on
focus
our
on
home
our
front.
side. We have
Abeg.
problem.
Ah,
There's serious problem going on.
heh.
There's serious problem. As it stands now, who is the president of Nigeria is a certificate forger. He's an impersonator and he's a drug pusher. It is the very, very glaring thing, and it affects each one of us. So let's not worry about Palestine and Israel. Those people are very advanced. Israelis are already advanced. They are doing their country well. Even as war is there, they still have 24-hour light. Even with war inside Israel, they still have 24-hour light. There's no war, but our war is even worse. So we should be thinking of how are we going to move from the state we are as a nation. Where is Nigeria going to go from here? Like now, you say, okay, everybody just calm down, take it easy, let's move forward. Move to where? At least if you know you are moving forward, it's okay, this is where you're going to. There's nowhere to move to in Nigeria. There's nowhere. Everything is in comatose. Is it because people very soon you will see what will be happening? A lot of people will be dying because of hunger, no food. The farms, Nigeria doesn't even understand that we are sitting on a massive food crisis. There's a massive food crisis because many people that used to farm in the north are not farming. Many people farming in the middle belt, Benue State, Taraba, those middle areas where there's a lot of farming going on. Nobody's farming
Or
because
Oga
price.
seed,
So
how will they farm? How will they farm when first and foremost they go into their farms? If there were five people that went in there, three people come back. The
that's what
other
I'm
two,
saying.
nobody
That's what
knows
I'm
what's
saying.
happening to them. So
And
it's like the means of even farming, it's not even helping. Then if you now say about the people fishing, the water is so polluted that you don't even know what you're getting out of. And by the time you bring it out and you request for certain amounts of money because it's so expensive and dangerous, nobody wants to pay for it. So everybody is just saying that, look, village life is not paying me in any way. I might as well go and join them in the city and hustle because there's really nothing at home. You can't farm, you can't fish, you can't even stay in your house in peace. They are actually bringing the wahala to come and meet you. So you say, I make all of us go sit down for city, just they chop, they look road, they chop sand. Because that is what it has boiled down to. Nobody is farming. I mean, back in the day, you will hear people, the pride of people wanting to go to the village to farm, new yam, everything. It doesn't happen anymore. I mean, what if we are importing palm oil now? What are we going to be importing next? Yam from Ghana. We are going to start importing yam. Let's even forget about rice, tomatoes, all that one luxury good. Very soon we go to import yam from Ghana. I sit down the other day. My husband will show me one advert where one young Ghanaian girl they do. Then do as yogurts day for inside cup. Those ones where they get
mm,
all those mede on top, make it be like saying I took up. Then do gari and granuts with milk like that for Ghana so that you can walk into the store. You see, as you go buy one cup of Indomie. Now, so the Gary be you collect the Gary, then put the spoon already did attached to the container. It gets granules, it gets sugar. All you need to pour on our water and food already. I mean, think about that. So if our people and what is the cheapest or the most common thing we have at home? Is it not Gary?
mhm.
Any part of Nigeria you enter, at least you go see Gary. If them feel carry Gary take show us like that, now waiting remain. Waiting remain. Then the people where they enter our villages, they buy land anyhow. You go sit down. There are certain parts of your village. I'm sure you cannot enter inside bush, but you go see Chinese man. You go, they feel very comfortable. See, the things when I sit down to think about the things, the problems that are coming. Look, I get cold because all those mayhems the foreigners are doing to us that we barely hear about, and our people need to survive, so they go and work for those people. We are going to hear worse. We are going to hear worse things happening. We never start. We never start at all. Hmm. That's small we did do so.
Mm. And it's true. What you're saying is very right. It's spot on, you know. But I think it's so that's why I'm saying that what Mazi is saying, yeah, we thank God for those countries, but what is happening in Nigeria is worse than what we can imagine. And I don't think the only way that we can really find a solution is to increase the civil disobedience. Increase the civil disobedience because what is coming to us, if you are like I said, it's just for you to give your immediate family and survival money because what is happening will be very very painful. Everybody will feel it. Nigeria has not felt it yet, but in the next couple of months, then we'll feel the real brunt because Tinubu has not started. This is just warm up. Now that Supreme Court has confirmed him, now now people will now see what he will do. He's going to muzzle the media. He will muzzle the media. People like Arise News, they will hear it. So he's going to muzzle the media. Already they are putting a lot of laws concerning social media now, Twitter pages and all that. So they're putting a lot of laws there, and people should actually be aware of that is going on, because they are going to pass it very soon. It's already passed some readings. They're looking at it in committees. Nigerians should be aware of that and actually start resisting it, because what he's trying to do is to muzzle our voice, that we should not be able to talk at all. It's whatever he says, whatever they do, that's it. So Nigeria is going to go into that one state scenario, because basically PDP is gone. This Atiku's last shot. So Atiku has put everything for many years into his political life to get that number one seat. He's already 70 something. So is he going to do another? By the time he's coming to next year, in 4 years' time, he'll be heading towards 80. Can he sustain PDP as a party? The party is fragmented. Who are the money bags that will bring them? So the only opposition in Nigeria is obedience. That's the only opposition. Those are the only people that are under no party that can actually say something to the government. And the only power they have is their Twitter pages, Instagram, social media. That's the only power the obedience have as it stands now. The obedience don't have access to mainstream media. So, and that is the voice they need to cancel, because the obedience are the people that have not allowed them to sleep. So they want to make, and they will feel that, okay, now that the Supreme Court has finished, everybody should be quiet. But the obedience should not be quiet. We should increase that civil disobedience on them, to tell them
Do
that,
you see?
because
Do
if
you
not, there's
see?
no other opposition.
Yeah, yeah. Do you see the tweet going around? There's a tweet. So this same picture, the Nigerian Without President Association is going around. So if you're on social, if you're on Twitter, just repost, let it go round, so that they will know say the association big. Because the reason why their media propaganda not they work, because of obedience and well-meaning Nigerians. Then they debunk the hell out of everything. So for social media, they don't get power. We've overpowered them. Okay. So that are the only power we get right now, until the people back home wake up and decide to do what they need to do. Because the shege not be here. Even the ones that they celebrate, all these Agbado people that are celebrating, happy, doing toying to everybody, and they laugh because they are toying themselves. The same people are going to come, right? They are going to come and cry. They will come and be crying. We didn't know. We did not know. We thought it was a strategist. We will all be here now. We will all be here to witness it. See, my brother, I beg, continue, Jare. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out.
No, it's okay. Let me allow other people to talk.
Yeah.
Mazi wanted to
Well,
say something.
I just sat down here. You know, I'm not saying, I'm not talking about other play. I'm just thinking randomly. It's not that for me, I don't care about right now. I don't care about any elections in America. I don't really care about that. Um, of a truth, today my blood pressure really went up. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's not about the judgment that my blood pressure went up, but things that I kept hearing, because my heart really goes out to the people over there. Um, one mind says keep supporting like I always do. Another mind tells me, you know what? Why don't you leave them? Let them fight their fight. But at the end of the day, Nigeria belongs to all of us. I just don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. I'm just confused. Yeah. Mm.
The sad truth about all of this is, no matter how much you say you want to close your eyes to things, you may, put it off for a little bit for your sanity, not talk to anyone, not post anything, not check anything. But the inquisitive side of you will just, you just want to find out something. I mean, I know how many times I've told myself I am not going to go on X, I am not going on Twitter, I am done. I know what it does to me, and I just find myself going back. It always starts with me wanting to check something on YouTube, and then I'll be like, you know what, if this is on YouTube, then that means there's real-time information on Twitter, and let me take a look at it. And I take a look at it, and I just get more and more upset, for heaven's sake, that look, everybody can't be crazy in this country. Somebody should know something. This man can't have this much power to buy everybody. But truth be told, he has. I don't even want to begin to imagine how much each of those judges was given. I'm not even talking about of just money alone. I'm talking in terms of property, in terms of opportunity. But you see, they have sold themselves so well, because right now it's going to be difficult for them to hold their head high in international spaces. And a lot of those judges, to make some form of relevance, they need to attend conferences. They need to keep up with the international world to know what is going on, so that at least you kind of have a say, not necessarily for your country now, but for your own personal portfolio. But with this silly sham judgments they have come up with, nobody, if they just invite them, it's more like for you to just, okay, let's just tick off the box that an African nation represented. Because a lot of those international forums, most of the time, the people representing are coming from, at least Nigeria always has a larger opportunity to represent more people. So when they now sit down and say, are these not the same people that gave a judgment that brought in this criminal drug lord? And let's get this, it's not even bad now. Let's wait until those papers come out from FBI. All this shege wey we don dey chop since, now before the paper will come out. When they don't bring that one come out, eh, eh, now that time we go begin to dey chop ice cream everywhere. Because by then, of course, anything the FBI comes out is of interest to every part of the world. Except they don't want to do an international press conference. If they don't do an international press conference, then maybe we can just get away with it. But if the thing news, it reach CNN, it reach Fox News, it reach Al Jazeera, it don't finish. Earlier on today, I just wanted to say, let me just check quotations made by Tinubu. And I was seeing how Al Jazeera was reporting on the news that, the man, Supreme Court has affirmed him. I say, Shay, by the end of this month, that narrative is going to turn around because of what the FBI will bring out. And by that time, see, it go be like say them put us on top Eiffel Tower, make everybody they see us. Now, so our matter will be. Because what everybody will be thinking is, if the citizens were okay, if the judges were okay, if the military men were okay in allowing him to be a sitting president, then who are we to complain? Their people are fine with it. I mean, we heard what that guy said in court. It's a Nigerian thing. And a lot of us are not like that. Thousands, millions of Nigerians are hardworking people that go bend their back, bend over to put food on the table, clothe their family. Yet, one man's bad character is rubbing off on everyone, regardless. This man, we don't know his identity, we don't know his real name, We don't know where he's from. We don't know who his father is. He has no living or dead relative. Yet, we have all collectively, because whether you like it or not, the Americans or the British or the Japanese or the Australians or the Indians, they're not going to say it is some Nigerians are putting him to power. They will say it is the Nigerians that elected him, even if the narrative is different. And they will say, so they saw all that flaw. And
You
then
not see, you not see wetin dey go around for Twitter.
uh,
For different newspaper, they say Nigerians elect a drug baron.
oh,
Hmm.
I never even talk and
Another one.
finish. Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. Now wetin I dey talk, now you come bring so. And no more, yeah. This one where we dey talk so 2,500 pages never come out. So that's one when they say Nigerians elected, it go come be Nigerians elected, comma, di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di, comma, di-di-di-di-di-di-di, comma. Just as we when we start, we know a name as Bola Ahmed Tinubu. After a few days, then say na Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu. Then after a few weeks, then come say na Bola Ahmed Adekunle Akombi Tinubu. Now so the name just dey increase. Then after one, then come say na Bola Ahmed Adekunle Akombi Sango-Dule Tinubu. Ó ń pọ̀ sí, like they dey sing ó pọ̀ pọ̀ pọ̀. The name just dey grow, dey go. E dey grow long, dey go. Na so the matter be. So these judges that think that they've gotten away scot-free, their sorrows just started. Because the checking of the paperwork, it go reach everybody. Except they won't buy for inside that country, they don't want go anywhere. But as long as they are going to move from point A to point B, then go they wait for them for checkpoints. Everybody, the breakfast there, as we dey chop the breakfast finish, they go they serve us lunch. When we never digest the lunch finish, then go come give us dinner. As we dey rub the belle say, dinner don't full, oh, then go bring dessert come. Oh, it dey plenty, they come. So
It's
the wahala never starts yet. It never starts.
Someone,
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Do you know what happened to me last weekend? Um, I was at Las Vegas, with my family, and you know, all of a sudden we got convinced by all this. When you are lodging all these hotels, before you know it, they will introduce you to timeshare and all that kind of a thing.
Right.
Now we went there and went for a tour. They showed us the properties they have and all that kind of a thing. Later they showed us some that they have in Germany, they have in Switzerland and all that stuff. And then I saw South Africa. And then I now asked the guy and I said, what about Nigeria? How come they don't have anything in Nigeria? Oh my goodness.
You go
I
laugh, you tire.
swear. If you hear what this guy said about Nigeria, I cried. I cried because my crying is not because he said something bad. My crying is because he said the truth. He said nobody wants to be in Nigeria. That ain't nobody want to go there and get kidnapped. Ain't nobody gonna go there where you're not guaranteed to recover your money. I'm telling you, I have the recording. I think I'll find a way of posting it in one of these platforms. And I was looking at this guy. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? He said, yes. He said nobody wants to go to Nigeria. And he called a colleague. And the colleague also confirmed it and said nobody wants to go to Nigeria. You guys know. I stopped talking about it, did my signing that I need to sign. I just wanted to leave. But it's so sad. It's so sad. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's
Mm-mm.
what it's, yeah. That's so now we see him. Hey, that's why this is why we are here. With it else. That's why I mean for me, it's this whole I never if anybody told me that oh you're still gonna be talking about this now, I'll be saying a lie, me for where. But here I am talking about this because that's the only we only have one country. We don't have two, we only have one. If Kasala boss today, not be house person the wrong go. Eh? After all, when the orange man did last time, he don't target us saying go send all of us back. You understand? So we there's no way around it. Even if you thought so, I know the Nigeria, I know Kukuma, one way or the other, it go still touch you. It affect everybody. So we can't be quiet. My own be say, let's increase the heat. Every information when it come out, make sure say you share am for your social media. Dis Nigeria Airways now, when Ethiopia don come out come accept say na true, we lie o, we post am, we talk about am. Dem dey share money o, like say na akara dem dey share, we talk about am. Let's rub ourselves in the mud. We already in the ground now, so wetin remain again? Make all of us dey roll for inside the mud. Shebi dem say dem be senior and dem no wan respect themselves. We when we be children wey sabi disrespect, you know say small pikin disrespect dey pain all these senior people for Nigeria. If you talk to them, e get as say dey pepper dem different. So all bets are off now. May all of us rub ourselves in the mud. Since dem say dem no go let us rest, we sef no go let dem rest. Let's kukuma bring each other, let's disgrace, let's tear each other's clothes. Let everybody see where we reach. Since that is the way they want to go, the angle. All these useless judges and justices, anywhere they go, more na pursue dem comot for na country. Anybody, all these justices dey say they wan come do meeting. If una find out about the meeting, my fellow Africans, more na use broom sweep their leg comot, pursue dem comot for na country because they will come destroy una country with their useless knowledge wey dem. And again, I'm not surprised because most of them no be by their efforts dem take reach there. Na buy dem buy the position. They're not qualified to dey there. So when if you know say you're not qualified to reach there, who put you for there? When favor go reach, you go call favor now. You go say, come, not be me put you for this position. Oh yeah, you must do as I tell you. You understand? Hey, Christopher, welcome. I support wetin seed wetin you talk omo, that thing makes sense. So make we rub, make all of us dey roll inside that potopoto together. Since dem say dem no wan respect themselves, make all of us no respect ourselves. Make we dey roll for inside the potopoto together. Make we dey roll. It's crazy. We are not giving up oh. Agbado can never be. I see some people celebrating. Agbado finally won. He finally pushed Peter Obi. Okay. Be laughing. We will be here. All of us will dey here now. We go dey see the news as e dey unfold. You for your mind, you say your brother na him smart pass. He win Peter Obi for court. Abi for your mind. Na so you are happy about it. Say yes. He win, your brother win. Okay, we are here, no problem. Enjoy your celebrate. But you see on this hill, now we go there. I'm a Nigerian, nobody can change that. At least I know where I come from Nigeria. If not to divide everybody, form alliances. All these southern people, Niger Delta people, Edo people, more na form alliance. Don't invest in Lagos. Do not invest in Lagos. I no dey even hide and talk because they don't hide tell una say na their own, na their Emilokans na they go do. So now let nobody invest in Lagos anymore. Make dem chop the Lagos. Go back to your places and develop your places. Since they've drawn the line, let's go that way. All my Niger Delta people, South people, the real South people, everybody, right? Make una start to dey form alliances. Make sure so una get the right governors in. Treat your people well. All this one, if you say we get the right leaders and we get people, who Who want to go Lagos? Lagos is smelly, stinky, filthy place. Who wants to live there? No air. The houses are tight together. You are breathing somebody else's carbon monoxide half the time.
Yeah,
Is that the city you want to be wrestling for?
that's the thing I've been saying for the past few years, that the governors, especially in the south, if you look at the challenge of the south, and I will be speaking based on the southeast. The challenge of the southeast has been that the governors have not had foresight. There has been lack of collaboration. They don't think. They only think of going to Abuja, collect the lages, and come back. But they need to understand how to create an economic corridor. Now, every part of Nigeria has their strength. The South has the oil, but the oil is not in their control. The Southeast are traders, but their challenge in trading is about creating trading routes. When you trade, it's about how to move your goods from the trading point to selling point and all that. Now, the way they skewed Nigeria was in the west, you have the Lagos Apapa port. That port is the issue. We are supposed to have Port Harcourt port. Port Harcourt has a port in One. There's a port in Port Harcourt that should have been dredged properly so that goods can come into Port Harcourt that will service the whole of the south and southeast. You look at Delta State, you look at Bayelsa, all those areas, you can create new ports. In Akwa Ibom, we're supposed to create the ports in Akwa Ibom need to be further developed so that even the southeast, because the southeast doesn't have many water areas near it, maybe except some areas near Aba and Imo, but it's not really extended to the Atlantic. So there must be proper collaboration in those areas, creating new train intercity or interstate train lines. I don't know why these people are not thinking. Create interstate train lines so that if I from Edo State, I can jump on a train and I'll hit Onisha in 30 minutes or in 45 minutes. You can be able to do that. So these governors, when they get to loans, they need to come and improve it. And by the time you improve your ports, which I don't know that is still under the federal government, but if you can negotiate to develop some part of those your ports, you will notice that not everybody goes to Lagos, but they have not wanted to develop those ports, and that's why Lagos looks like the El Dorado. Everybody goes there because that's where you clear your goods, that's where you clear your importation and move things. But by the time you create proper international airports, like what the airport in Anambra, it was because of Peter Obi's money that they were able to build that airport to be able to move goods in. But if you create more airports like in Abia State, maybe in Ebonyi and different places, create a channel where the waterways can be mobilized to use for importation and exportation, then you basically create a new economic corridor, and there's no need to invest in start going to Lagos. To the reason why people are going to Lagos and creating all those businesses there is just because of the ports, access to the ports. And then because there's ports there, Lagos makes thousands of money and behaves like as if that's the only thing in the world. No, it shouldn't be. The north doesn't usually need a port, because the north is always they farm, they bring it down to the south, they bring their meat down to the south, they bring their tubers, their onions, all those things, they bring it so they don't worry about that. And if they want to export, they find routes that export through Morocco and Mauritania from the north. There are buses and all those things that come from there, Niger, and their own the government always favors them. You don't hear of those things. They just move through the borders and move away. And Nigeria doesn't even get what we need to get even from our food that goes into other countries. So there must be each region, and that was what true federalism was all about. Each region must be able to work together and say, how do we make things work? And the truth is that the Niger Delta, the Niger Delta states as it stands now, are the most impoverished. Why do I say that?
Yep.
When this oil business ends, this the states, the waterways are already destroyed. The fishing ways are already destroyed. There's no infrastructure in the south. There's no, you can't say, okay, point out a very landmark infrastructure in the south. You can't. You can't point out only one airport in Port Harcourt or Magua. What else again? What else throughout the whole South, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa? You can't say this is, they don't even have a port, and yet that is where the riverine distributaries are. No ports, no proper refineries. You don't even, they can't even develop modular refineries there because the governors there are all thinking of grabbing the money, doing oil bunkering and all that. And the people are thinking that they are benefiting. No, 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 no. In the next few years, by the time people have moved away, because let me tell you, whether we like it or not, the world is moving away from fossil fuels. That is reality. Very soon, many cars are now on electric. You know, it's just like now, before you see a manual car, it's very hard. Before you see a manual car, it's very hard.
My
But I tell
my
you,
my brother, 2025 California is banning what do you call it, gas vehicle.
yeah,
2025,
yeah,
in
yeah.
2 years,
So
you
in
know.
if you move
Your
backwards,
audio
let's
is a
say,
bit loud. Mazi
if
Prince,
if
your
you if you
volume is a bit too loud. You want to reduce it a little bit?
if you move backwards 20 years ago, you could see many manual cars. But now manual cars are premium cars. Before you see a car that's manual, it's very hard. Every car is automatic. That's the way cars will become more electric. We have moved from hybrid, now we're seeing electric cars, and they are dominating our space. Eh? So the question is, when that time comes, all this importation that we're importing cars, it will be over. It will be over because we can't even import the cars, because by the people that are producing cars know that they are producing it for different societies, and those societies, bosses and all that, they are all on electric. Even, I'll tell you, there's a new technology in the mining space, and those mining dump trucks are actually unmanned. That means you can be in your house and controlling it like a computer, like you are doing a computer game. And the funny thing is that those mining trucks, you know, are now being run by hydrogen, water. They are not talking about fuel now or electric. They are saying we can try water. Want to run it with hydrogen and ammonia. So the world we are entering is a very is going to be advanced in the next few years. And so the South needs to act quickly. Why do you think Saudi Arabia, look at what the new Saudi prince is doing? The new Saudi prince is creating a new city because they have oil. Saudi Arabia has massive oil, more than anybody in the world. But he has realized that, look at Dubai. Dubai has diversified from the oil. They have used the oil to make Dubai a hub, a place people come and entertain themselves and enjoy and spend money, because the world has shifted, and that oil will one day not be necessary. It will be useless. It will be there, but it's useless because people have disrupted that technology. The reason why oil, I tell you, the reason why this oil is still on is Saudi Arabia and the big sisters are still very, they still need it. So they don't want technologies that can disrupt their oil business. But immediately they can handle those technologies and gain from those technologies, oil become obsolete. And then what will the Niger Delta do? That will be the big question. So this is a time when people in the Niger Delta should hold their state government and say, build us infrastructure that can create tourism. And tourism alone can bring in billions of money. People want to travel to countries that are safe, countries that are enjoyable, and enjoy the cultures. That alone can bring billions of money. But the place must be set right. And they use the oil money that they have. The Niger Delta, the Sasa should not be the way it is. Because if they use even half of the money that they get, it will be as beautiful as anything. But they are not doing it. So each government, as people go to a vote in the state houses, in the state government, they must do all it takes to put the right person there. Look at Aba people. Aba people, every time they wake up, something is happening. Every time they wake up, their roads are clearing up. Everything is clearing up. The man is changing. In 4 years, I don't think people will recognize the way Abba is. And as soon as he does all that, what will happen? Investment will naturally flow there. That's how it works.
Me,
You
I
know,
will go there and
do-
invest too.
have you
Me, as
ever
I
heard
did
him
so.
say, have you ever heard him saying, I'm traveling to go and look for investor?
Lie, lie.
No. You create your environment, investors will come and say, how far? See money. We'll give you money. We want to come. Because they know that the structure there is correct. They know that you have set up the financial structure, the fiscal infrastructure is all in motion. He's clean. Aba is a messy place. Aba, you don't even go to Aba. If it rains in Aba, it's bad. Dustbin everywhere. But just go and see what's
He
going
has
on.
cleaned everywhere up.
He's cleaning up everywhere. As it's like a man that has been waiting since from day one he has started. And I'm wondering,
Mm-hmm.
at this speed, at this speed, it's like a man in a hurry. A man in a hurry to create development because he knows that 4 years is like 4 days. It goes fast. It goes fast. He wants to make sure that if I can settle Aba, now he's talking about a port. He's talking about a port. He wants to create a seaport. Why? Because of what I'm talking about. There must be a seaport. And so if you create a seaport, investment will come in. The Aba people can send their goods. You start taking, some little taxations there. Then you build your IGR. It's not
Yes.
rocket science. It's not rocket science. They do as if this is rocket science. And if you are genuine with your people, that will be the next destination where people want to come, build houses, be investment, work on the schools. The people love the environment. That's what people want. And you will notice that the criminality will go down. The criminality will go down. And then people will start buying made in Aba. Will buy made in Aba, yes, made in Aba, and be proud of it to be made in Aba. So let's this whole hopelessness. Look at now, senators were buying cars of almost 13 billion naira to develop the economy of Japan. All those Toyota cars they are buying, Land Cruisers, Jeep. Why can't Innocent do it? Because Innocent is an Igbo man, or is it because what Innocent should be? Because that money, if you bring it to Innocent, half of it, he will provide those vehicles, and it will lead to providing jobs. He can open more factories for people to keep making parts. You improve parts, there will be more parts to improve. Then it will improve his distance, and before you know, he will start exporting towards West Africa. Why is it that these leaders don't really think? They are not thinking. The
Now
schools,
cult they
yeah, yeah.
now. When they
So
join
that's
that cult, they donate their brain. No sense. They are part of their deal. Be
that's
say make
why
they don't do anything for
our
their
people
people.
must decide to push back and say, in the coming elections in Imo, non-negotiable. We need Imo to be like Abia, because what Imo has, Abia has. We want Edo to shift. Edo people are very strong, hardworking people, go getters. Why is it that their state, since the days of Ibinedion and all that, they are scattered? Nothing progressive. You can't
Hmm.
say, okay, this one progressive thing they have done.
It's like a sinkhole.
Yes. And
Sinkhole. Hmm.
if Edo people get it wrong, there's nobody that will save them. There's
None.
nobody. So the
None.
Edo people must say, this time around, we must bring the person that will move this state forward.
That is it.
So that
No sentiments.
that
Hmm.
15% derivation that they get from the FAC, the federal allocation, that money they get, if you use that 15%, the roads in Edo will be good, the
Ah, ah.
schools in Edo will be good, the waterways will be cleared up, and you start putting infrastructure that will bring investment.
Exactly.
That's what will
You even
happen.
need to invite them. They will see it and they will be
Edo
coming.
people have money overseas now. They will
Yes.
start bringing it down money. You see, Nigerians have money
Yeah.
overseas, and those Nigerians want to invest. They want to create new hospitals. They want to create new structures,
Opportunities for their
new
people.
opportunities. So it is the Edo people that are overseas, or the Imolites that are overseas, that will come and
I
say,
will come back
Governor,
and invest.
Governor, let us bring our friends and
Yeah.
create this investment for you, because the state is now habitable to work.
Exactly.
Do you get me? There are many things to do. You can even change your refuse and use your refuse to to release power. Refuse can
Exactly.
be turned to power.
You
So
can
that thing that
generate
is,
power.
yes.
Absolutely.
So you can generate power and put it into agriculture, and there's so many things to do.
Fertilizer.
So many things to do. Edo is supposed to be bringing things like palm fronds, palm oil.
Palm kernel, palm oil,
Start producing it. Start
gari,
producing it.
rice. They grow.
Get what I'm
They used
saying?
to grow rice. Oh
Yeah,
God.
yeah. So all these things can be done, but you know what? Different groups have hijacked Edo for long.
Very.
Different groups have hijacked Edo for long, and they have left it to all these different families,
Touts who don't
that have
care.
manipulated the system,
Igbinejio's son came and wrecked, emptied the treasury. The only
erected
sane governors we've had in Edo State, apart from Ambrosaline and
Udwagan.
Udia, those are the only two.
Mhm.
Long time ago. The
And
rest
that's long
are
time.
leeches. They just come,
Yeah.
guzzle up all the resources and leave.
They
They don't
guzzle it
even
up.
live in the state. They have houses in Abuja, houses in Lagos. Weekend they go come up for Edo State. Weekday be like working office. They go come do their weekday. Friday they don't come out. God forbid.
So the problem is now for Edo people to say, you know what? We are no longer going to do this again. We're going to man our polling booths. We're going to fight, and we need a true leader. And this is now, for me, it is what my question is: what does Peter Obi want to do? Does he want to be the leader of the opposition, the leader of the party? Because that's a different ball game. That's a different cap to wear, and that is one of, it's a space now. There's a space. There's a vacuum of who is the opposition leader of Nigeria, because that will determine the leaders that will happen in the Labour Party.
Well, I
Because now,
think the time is still early because today was the
no,
announcement.
no,
So with
no,
time, I think they'll
no.
probably make an
When
opposition leader known.
in
I don't know.
politics, in politics, a day is very, very big. As it stands now, the next few statements of Peter Obi are the most critical statements in his life.
That's
So he
true.
needs to think about it and think, what am I going to tell the Nigerian people? Because that is a very, very important time. Am I going to rally them and say, look, we must have hope in this country? And then start state by state, win these states, win Imo and win Edo, and make those places a difference so that people can say, actually, anywhere LP is ruling, there's a marked difference. Because as it stands now, what I see is opportunists. There are a lot of opportunists running on the P2B bandwagon. Not that people are following him because, oh, maybe this person is associated with Labour Party and Peter Obi has endorsed him, so let's follow him. Now, Peter Obi needs to make sure that whoever is coming into Edo must be somebody that is in the same mindset. Because look at all the senators that have gone to the Senate. All of them, are they not going to take Jeep? Which of them have opened their mouth to talk? All of them are taking the Jeep. All of them were even taking the prayers that they emailed to them. Akpabio say he's emailing them prayers, all the emails, prayers, all the prayers he sent to their booth. They did not talk. Were they not Labour Party senators that could have said, we do not accept this? What is hard to say it? What is hard to be different among 200 senators to say, Mr. Senate President, this is an aberration to our people. We will not receive this. I personally will not receive this. Other senators can receive it, but I personally will not receive this. I have a vehicle, I will use my vehicle. What is hard for a senator to say that? And immediately a senator can say that, then the people will mark that person and say, truly, this person is one of us. But all of them are told lying because they don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to lose one committee they have given them to make money. Because all of them are committee in different committees, and that's where they share the money. Because they lobby to be in committees. So what I'm trying to say is that Peter Obi should make sure that whoever is coming out in Edo, I don't know who they are bringing, he should make sure that that person is who the people really want. And not only who the people really want, but who will deliver at least the benefits of governance. And
Right.
if he gets it, we know that in 2 years' time, Anambra is coming. We already know who we are bringing in Anambra. That one is not negotiable. Soludo is going. Soludo is going to be removed because he's part of the people that cause a lot of problems. He needs to go. And it will be Soludo's own. Ah, it's better he doesn't even contest because what he will receive, he will hate himself. He will receive a resounding defeat. That one guaranteed. In that Anambra, guaranteed. In short, whoever, yeah, whoever, once we annoyed Valentine Ozibo, that's it. End of story. So Soludo should just be doing the remaining things that he can do before he leaves. Because he will be a one-term governor. So this is what Peter Obi should do. He should calm himself down, talk to the Nigerian people because we're waiting for him. All these people talking, Tinubu cannot talk to us now. Tinubu is ashamed. He cannot come out because anything he comes out to say will throw him poto in the market square. Life. That's what will happen. So that's why the man is hiding. He's inside that rock. Doesn't come out. Just talking with his friends. Have you seen him coming out? He doesn't. He behaves like he operates like bat. He's actually a bat. So he operates like that. So he doesn't want to come out because he knows if he come out to make any statement to the Nigerian people, ah, they will throw him poto. life. So
Mm.
Peter Obi should take time, talk with his associates, and then decide whether he wants to be the opposition leader, which is a different demand,
Right.
or
Well,
he wants to, go
yeah.
into the sunshine and enjoy his money. Yeah,
Well,
he may.
again, like I said, I'm sure he's going to, with time will tell what his response will be. Let's give it a few days. He's human. This kind of what's it called, hearing that was gotten from the court. Imagine the people are we that were obedient. So, the man is very calculative and he's very intentional when he writes his messages. So I'll give him some time. It's all right. Whenever it comes, we're here for him. He's always going to be, for me, Mr. President Peter Obi, Ahmed Dati. Now, the president and vice president, when me know, I don't know who they there. Whether na monkey they there, I don't know. Whether na cat, I don't know. But anyway, my people, let's draw this curtain for tonight. See, you wanted to say something really quickly?
No, I just said that that's what Chimamanda did, and she when she was
Giving
announcing.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she said exactly. So everybody just do the same. Wherever you can, make sure you make it clear who your president is. Let's really make it best. Since the man is grabbing and snatching, we too let's be doing our own grabbing and snatching and running away the way we know how to. You understand? So my people, make I come dey call am a night. My God, almost 5 hours here. Like play. Kai! Now wow, child, let me even check my likes. Eh? Okay. The likes, you guys are doing excellently well on the likes. But now not going to give me super chat again. I don't know who I offend. Anyway, my people, let's call it a night. Thank you so much. Mazi, thank you very much. Oh. Drive safe, oh. Mazi, drive safe. Thank you so much for joining me. Seed,
All
thank you.
right.
All right then. Good night. Thank you. Sid, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Your
Thank you.
contributions are always, always on point and they're highly appreciated. Please, I beg, come back, especially now that we are, you know, this is a marathon and we are digging our heels in, and we're going to wrestle like pigs in the mud. I beg, I need you now more than ever. Anytime when you fit, Biko, pass on by here. Let's rub people in the mud in the market square. let's
No,
let's drag these senior ancient people. Let's drag them in the mud. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, my brother. Kene, oh, thank you so much, Black African Soldier. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. That means a lot. Abemuna they give me, una they remember to give me super chat to encourage me. Ay, 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 5 hours. I don't believe more. I can't. Time just fly like that. Kene, thank you. This election opened my eyes. Well. Where we can't agree on what and who about exactly really has opened everybody's eyes, to be honest. There's no excuse now. You can't come and form ignorance anymore. Nah, Romari, my darling, Romari, go don't go bed. Romari and soft life, now 5 and 6. Lady Top Notch, I see you changing from Miss to Lady Top Notch. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Grace, good night. You already said good night actually before you left. I appreciate everyone that was able to make it today. Christopher, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, guys. Until next time again. We come here. The fight, na to continue am o. Whether they like am or not. Peter Obi, Ahmed Dati is our president and vice president. Every other person na counterfeit. Make they go hug transformer. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I shall see you on my next one. Yeah, thank you. Bye.